favorite one-off movie for sure is Interstellar.
Oh, wow. Yeah, so good. Really did time travel right,
What'd they do about it?
Yeah.
I didn't
I
see
don't know.
that.
I just know that's a smart thing to say about that movie.
Have you not seen it either?
No, I've seen it. I just didn't get it.
Turned
I was
out-
really hoping I could come across as smart for a minute.
Dude, you must do great in job interviews.
I do. Yeah. That's good. Yeah, apologies for being late.
Are you kidding? We love that.
Oh no, that's
Okay,
right on
good,
time.
good.
We've had absolute bozos on in the past who show up early to a comedy podcast. Yeah.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
Someone got here
I
30 minutes
agree.
early once. We're like, what are you doing to us?
Okay, yeah.
We had
I
them
have
wait
a
in the
whole
car.
theory about this.
Really?
That like if you're early, it's actually rude.
Yes.
Yeah, like if you're
Yeah,
early
very.
to a party or like, you have a friend that's throwing like a newborn's birthday party. Unless you're very close with them and like you can
Help set
like
up.
lend a hand and they don't feel awkward about it, showing up early is rude.
It is rude.
You should show up at least
Very.
5 minutes late. Yeah.
be late, please.
Yeah.
Everybody. Yeah, when I saw 110, I was like, that's clutch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect.
That's
And
a-
then
it
it
was
was
a perfect
115, really. Yeah.
And that was awesome. That was
Yeah,
even
hit a
better.
had a little road rage incident, followed a guy for further than I should have, and then yeah.
Did you actually?
Yeah, a little bit, but I never let it deter my trip. But I'll follow you. I'll make you think I'm following you. That's for sure.
It doesn't inconvenience me to take a couple extra turns.
Yeah,
later.
no, dude. I'll make you think. Oh
Three
no,
lefts
oh
is
no.
still allowed.
I honked at the wrong guy. He's on a breaking point. Yeah.
That would have been funny if you were just like, Matt, Matt, I'm in jail
Yeah.
right now. I'm going to be a couple minutes late.
Yeah, if you could actually bail me out. I can't ask my wife to do this again.
Because the first
You're
road rage
married?
incident was her.
Yeah. I am married. Yeah, I got married last year. Yeah.
Oh, congratulations. We have a
Thanks,
bubby.
man.
He's getting married soon.
Yes, we're crashing that wedding. That's what I heard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Yep. This
Jeez.
guy does his research.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Griff and I, we're going to do some sort of combined speech at this
Really?
thing.
Like you've been asked to?
Well, yes. It might be along the
That's a
lines
good
of
question.
crashing
Have we
it.
been asked? Have we been asked to speak at their wedding?
I think we made it non-negotiable.
That's good.
Okay.
That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Really like hardball your friend's wedding. You
Yeah.
say, hey man, either you let me speak or I'm not even showing. And I'm a delight on the dance floor. You'll regret it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
100%. People look at Griff and I and they're like, they're delights on the dance
I
floor.
mean,
They're-
yeah, I see it. Yeah.
Griff, do we need any
You're
advice on
so
this 10-minute
sweet.
thing? Do you think we need
What?
any advice on the? Do you think we need any advice on the 10-minute speech? Are we gonna go back
We
and
should
forth?
probably get some. Do you know anybody who might be willing to lend a hand?
I know this guy Parker Slavens.
Oh wait,
Yeah, he had a wedding, so he's got a lot of experience. in
I
it.
do. Yeah,
Parker,
yeah.
you're married?
Yes. Yeah, I got married last year. I
Congratulations. We have a bubby
Thank
who's
you.
getting married.
We're crashing this wedding. I hear.
Oh,
You
yeah,
win. I
think
don't remember what I said after that.
it's time for some champagne, I think.
Yeah.
Do we do a little cheers?
Yes.
The wedding toast.
That's the name of the episode.
Gosh, that was beautiful.
my Oh my God!
These are
I
nice
think
glasses, dude.
they,
These are good.
thank you. I don't know where they came from. Someone accused them of being plastic.
Well, that
Who?
ring just changed it.
That ring changed everything.
Yeah, that's a tuning fork. Let's do it again.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
2 rings
that?
to rule them all.
Yes. And to you as well.
Thank you.
What kind of beer pumpkin nonsense are you drinking?
This one has actually won an international award for being a beer.
Wow. That's great.
Yeah.
Where is it from?
Barcelona.
Spain?
Yes, I believe.
Okay.
that's-
Barcelona, Connecticut.
Oh, yeah, like how there's Paris, Texas. There's
Yeah.
obviously Barcelona, Connecticut. Yeah.
Damn, you got
You
the
said it-
accent
that-
down?
Yeah, that
It's
was
just
nice.
a lisp. Yeah.
Dude, that must be such a flex having a lisp growing up in Spanish
Yeah,
class.
yeah, you're just, this is where I will thrive. Yeah.
Oh, I should learn that language. It's easier to say for me.
Yeah. Obviously, I am of Spanish descent. And
Parker, what kind of descent are you from?
whoa, that's a great question.
Thank you.
I do
If you're not
believe-
comfortable sharing, because we're planning to basically take all of this data and just sell it.
Oh, that's
So
smart.
careful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, my data's been sold. I get lots
Cha-ching.
of phone calls from people all day about
Asking about your-
trying to open
nationality?
Loans.
Holy
Yeah.
shit.
Oh, you look so scared. Yeah, no, I
Oh.
think I'm part Irish, part like
Okay.
Scandinavian, part Native
Nice.
American, just like a real white mutt, like just
Sure.
yeah.
Dude, you got some northeastern blood, dude.
Yeah,
Aside
yeah.
that Native American stuff, which I don't, we just didn't grow up around it. But
Yeah.
the Irish, dude.
Yeah, yeah. My dad's from Illinois.
Hell
And
yeah.
So yeah.
What are you talking about? We didn't grow up around it. There's a casino 45 minutes away.
We mingled. That's all we did.
We mingled, but it was very separate.
Shout out those Mohegan Sun. It was a great time.
Yes. Yeah. There's a few. That's a chain, I think.
Is it?
Yeah, the Mohegan Sun.
Is it really?
I think it. Yeah, I've heard of it. And I've
You've
never
heard
been to Connecticut, so
Holy shit.
which I gotta
Wow.
go.
Wait,
I
wait,
mean,
wait a minute, Parker. Are you saying that we can't have nice things? What if you've heard about it because it's in Connecticut?
Whoa, that's true. I didn't even consider
just
that.
didn't
I kind of
assume
thought
it's in
everything
another
in
state?
Connecticut was something from somewhere else.
We
That
get that a
hurts.
lot.
That hurts
Yeah.
to hear. We do get a lot. It hurts every time. It hurts every time.
Yeah.
What's like the big city in Connecticut?
New York City,
Oh, okay, yeah.
Boston. No, yeah, we don't really have cities.
Okay.
We have like
Well, New Haven is
Hartford.
like known.
Yeah.
Oh, New Haven.
New Haven?
New Haven is
Yeah.
known.
I've heard of New Haven.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What happened there?
Oh man, wasn't there like a battle in New Haven?
There was a battle in New Haven.
Battle,
Yeah.
of, Battle of New Haven.
we're for sure not known for that, but you got it. Guy's a
Nailed
history
it.
major.
Yeah. Yes, and I always thought New Haven was in New Jersey.
Any follow-ups?
I hope this
That's
isn't
not.
disrespectful.
This is an educational experience for me.
Yes,
Dude.
this is great. My wife went to school in Boston, so
Oh, no way.
yeah, Boston College.
She's smart.
So she is smart. Yeah,
Holy shit.
yeah.
How smart?
She
How smart is she?
how smart is she?
She's so smart.
How smart is she? Well, yeah, I never know how to answer that because I'm like, oh, what's the comedy answer, But the real answer is that that's where she got her graduate degree. It was Boston College, and she got her postgraduate certificate from Johns Hopkins.
Holy
So
shit.
Golly.
she's pretty. Yeah, she does baby brain surgery as a nurse practitioner.
I think
So-
that's the way to describe
Holy
it.
Yeah. She's way smarter than me. It's crazy. I don't really. I'm still waiting for the other shoe to drop and her to be like, wait, so all this time you've been dumb, it's not been a really smart bit? No, I'm just actually pretty dumb. Yeah.
Honestly, if
Dude,
you think about it, what does this say about you?
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know.
That was you to her. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to incite a fight.
She's not trying to operate on you, is she?
No, not yet. No, not yet. Yeah, but I haven't had any traumatic brain injuries in front of her. Uh,
Yeah, you gotta hide that.
yeah.
He's like, do these baby surgeries translate to
To-
young Parker over here?
Yeah.
Jeez.
They've got that soft spot, so I feel like brain surgery is probably easier, you know?
Oh man, soft
You
skulls.
just open that soft spot up. They're digging
Like an
around.
egg.
Yeah, yeah. Like an egg.
Yeah.
Well, that leads perfectly into
Just-
my first question for you, Parker.
Oh, whoa.
Is it possible to be too silly?
I don't think so.
You haven't found it.
No, I
found it
haven't
either.
found it. Yeah, I get pretty silly on stage.
Yeah.
Yes, and I'll tell you what. Sometimes people in the audience are there for silly, and it's great, you know. And then occasionally they really want like a bunch of one-liner jokes. And then when you do an act out of a goose or anything like that, they are not on board, and it hurts, you know, because you got to give it your all. You know, if you ever half-ass a silly act out, it doesn't work, you know.
That is
And
true.
then sometimes you give it 100% and it doesn't work, and you're like, all right, you know.
But at least you gave it
At
100%.
least yeah. And you
Ye-
can find little bailout like lines, you know. Like I shame them if they don't give it up for the goose impression. I'm like, that's a good goose.
That's a
You
good.
guys suck. How
you-
about y'all loosen up and have some fucking fun at a comedy club? I'm not here to intellectually spar with myself.
Have
Here
you ever
to be
seen
funny.
a goose, you fucking idiot?
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's good. Yeah.
Is that
Yes.
part of the special you have
Yeah.
coming out?
Yes, yeah, it's in there. Yeah.
Holy shit, I'm so excited.
That's so funny. Yeah.
No, I know.
I gotta
I know it's in the special. And congratulations.
Thank
on
you.
that.
Yes. Yeah.
Would you be willing? And you can say no. I totally get it. Would you be willing to do a full goose act out right now?
100%.
I don't want to put you on the spot, but
No,
if
yeah.
it's like in your wheelhouse.
Just your camera's the white one right there. Yeah.
Okay. Can't hear me.
Oh yeah. Golly, round of applause.
That's what I do. And I get up into
Oh.
someone's face.
He's gonna hit.
That was amazing. People give you
Man.
guff for that?
Oh yeah. Sometimes, you know, sometimes people are like, you know, I like it when comedians just say words. They don't rely on
Ew.
goose impressions.
Or try to be those like too smart, like
Yeah,
I have to
yeah.
make this really important point. It's like, no,
Yeah,
I'm a
nah.
fucking goose, bitch.
I'm here to make you laugh.
here to make you laugh.
Yeah. I'll
That's
dangle
the art.
keys in front of you if I've got to. You know? Yeah.
Does that work?
It works on babies.
Which you probably see a lot of. Does your wife ever
Sometimes.
bring work home with her?
Sometimes.
Is that how you learned the keys trick?
Yeah, she's good at compartmentalizing, you know. But
Good.
sometimes, every once in a while, I find a baby. I'm like, honey, whose
Yep.
baby is
Yeah.
this? And she's like, it's could be ours. I have to
Yeah.
figure it out, you know.
Women,
the-
am I right?
The hospital closed, and you know, so, and I have to say, take that back to the
It's a simple
hospital.
mix-up.
Our fridge isn't an incubator.
Yeah, no. Yeah, that's what I say.
That's a crazy visual.
And if you're gonna steal a baby, steal a good one. Don't steal one of these broken ones.
It's just so hard to bump into the good
Yeah.
ones, though.
It is, especially at the hospital, you know, because
They don't
they're
need
there
help.
for a reason.
Oh
you
my
know?
God.
Yeah.
Griff, have you ever tried to steal a baby?
No.
That's good.
Good.
I had to think about it to make sure.
I noticed.
I knew the answer the entire time, but I wanted to double check with myself.
Yeah, you're like, toddler doesn't count, actually. So, yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Yes.
I just hope you
Woo.
keep that streak going, buddy.
Yeah.
You and me both, brother.
Man, that perfectly segues into my second question for
This is
young
great.
Parker
I love
here.
that from what I've experienced in watching the podcast, rarely this prepared.
It depends.
That's been a recent thing. Do you remember at the beginning of this when I told you there was some speed bumps? One
Yeah.
of them is that he ran out of paper.
Yeah.
I got this yesterday.
That's wow. Then you wrote down.
But the paycheck hadn't cleared, so I had to get one of these.
That's a good one though.
I
you
wanted
know?
the moleskin one. You know,
Yeah,
It's like,
make it. You feel smarter in the moleskin. There's someone who has a great joke about like you buy the moleskin and you never write in it, like you never fill it out because you're like, well, whatever goes in this has to be important.
oh my god!
But you buy that one, you're like, yeah, I can fuck
this
can
up.
destroy this one. Yeah, yeah.
Dude, for a while, I would write my jokes in my phone, and I'd have the moleskin. I'm like, I can't put this in the moleskin yet.
No, not the moleskin.
It's gotta be perfect. I broke that streak, but yeah, it's a real thing, man.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
A $30 notebook.
Dude,
Yeah.
I'm proud of you for breaking that streak. Does that mean you wrote in the moleskin?
I did. I've
That's good.
got it almost filled out.
Congratulations.
Wow.
Yeah.
To finish a notebook is like the best feeling. You know, cuz I'm someone who like will do half. I'll do a quarter. And then I'm like, nah, this one's not giving me the magic. You know? So I need a new
It's the
one
notebook.
Different
where
color.
the magic comes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you finish it, it's like, wow, this is like the book of my life. But it's the
Yes.
most ridiculous, like, one-liners and stupid stories. It's like,
Truly like
I got to take this to a publisher.
yeah. I actually have a what is it, like a lock box that I keep all my finished ones in. That is locked, so people can't not steal my jokes. But there's also some truths in there that people don't need to know,
Oh,
and
yeah.
I'll burn
Yep.
it. Yeah.
Yeah. Keep it tight to the chest.
That's right. Yes. Yeah.
Don't even think about it
About
when
that
you're
time
going.
I stole that baby. you
Yeah,
know?
don't be thinking about that when you're going for the baby search. Griff.
Yeah. That it's got to be in that box. That's where the baby is.
How would I even get into a locked box? It's beyond me.
Yeah, it's locked. That's the whole point.
Shit.
Yeah.
Does it? Well, that
So,
perfectly.
Parker, I know that today it is about you, and we're very appreciative that you came on today. We're very happy to celebrate your special and everything. But I do want to take some time here
Mhm.
and once again make it about you, Matt. I mean,
I
you
love
got
it.
a new you got a new notebook, dude. That's a win. That's a
Big.
celebration. You deserve that champagne today.
Thanks.
Yes, it is.
If
Yes.
I felt
Parker,
it.
he's
I
been
just,
having a real hard time recently. I don't know if you've caught on in the last couple episodes. He hasn't been able to write as much down because he didn't have any paper. But now that he has the paper, he can just freaking cook. And we're
That's
all just so
good.
happy that
you got to be able to cook.
you got the magic back.
That's good. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like I took it's like my brain was a balloon and I popped it and all of the ideas just landed on this paper
Boom.
for you today.
Wow, that's good.
Yeah,
That's good.
And
I
Yeah.
liked that.
Parker, I don't know if you
visual.
know this.
Thanks. What?
I lagged. I apologize. I was behind. Keep going.
Oh, you said I don't know if you know this and then you never said anything.
Well, I froze. It was now the moment's passed. Keep going. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Oh,
I'm just
well, this
so excited that
perfectly
we're all
leads
here.
into my second question.
Okay. Yes.
Parker, what's the oldest you would ever have sex?
Like with a woman, or
I don't make
as
the rules.
myself.
What's the oldest you would ever have sex in your life?
I mean, for me, like as long as there's enough medication out there to get it hard, you know.
Okay, but like an age, Parker.
Like what?
Like an age. We need the number.
The number? Okay. I mean, 110.
You're gonna go to everything with you in 110 today, dude? I'm showing up at 110. I'm banging till 110.
Yeah. If I make it to 110, let me tell you, it's fully because of an active sex life. You know, that's my secret.
Really?
Yeah.
It's not like all this spaghetti.
Yeah,
Like,
no, not the spaghetti. Yeah, but yeah. What about y'all? How old are you? Fucking tell, or how old would you fuck?
I'm stuck somewhere between 45 and 85, like the rest of us.
That's
I feel
smart.
like.
Yeah.
It's like, what are we working with? You know what?
Yeah.
Yeah, 45 seems on the low side. What do you think, Griff?
I don't really think Parker understands what we do here.
virgin till I die.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Never, dude. Yeah. That's gross.
Damn, not trying to
Yeah.
get cooties or something.
Yeah, what? Yeah. Yeah. And here's the thing, like, what is sex other than physical intimacy, which can come in a lot of ways. It doesn't have to be strictly P and V. It can be anything that kind of is bearing your vulnerability
Really?
with another person. So how long would you do that for? I mean, if a
push it
nurse
up
is
into like a wall.
right, yeah. If a nurse is like wiping for you, like wiping your ass, your poop butt,
Yeah.
and you get something from
tingle.
it, maybe that counts. I don't know. We don't make the rules.
We don't make the
We don't make the rules.
could have got off. So is that your final answer, Griff?
I would like it to be yes.
Yes. Yeah, I was wondering how you felt about this.
On which part? The poo butt?
The
Wiping. You're asking me about
Yeah.
wiping. I'm not. I think it's a little overrated. I do.
wiping in
Uh,
general.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
More
like a
of a-
waste of time. Like my butt cheeks
more of
are
a bidet
closed.
guy.
What's there to worry about?
Right. Well, how can the smell get out? It'll go gone when I'm shower.
Yes.
It'll go
Yes.
gone when I'm shower. Yeah.
It will go gone when shower. But it also goes gone if you just get in bed.
That's true. Because then what?
Then it's like a full body wipe.
Full body wipe. And you're good. Yeah.
Griffin, why are your sheets all brown?
Bottom that way.
It's a
They
cool
came
pattern.
streaked.
Yeah.
But thank you for asking. That was very sweet of you.
That's good.
I don't think I have a good enough follow up to that question. I was just, the only note after is like shutting down the factory. But Griff, if you've never even opened the factory,
That's
no sense in shutting it down.
what's
Yeah.
great about like there are monks that like train for their whole life to like not give in to like sexual desire, and Griffin's just that's his
He was
uh,
born a
homeo-
monk.
born monk. Yeah.
That hat.
Not
that
a lot of
covers
people
the-
know that about me.
Yeah. Well, I could sense it from the very
And I knew you
beginning.
could sense it right away.
Yeah.
You showed up right on time, 10 minutes late. And I was like,
It's
this guy is a
perfect.
guy who gets it. He's going to see right through my Connecticut casual disguise. He knows I'm a
Mhm.
monk.
Yeah. I know. Hey, and I didn't mean to out you, but I'm
No,
here
it's
to tell
okay.
you that it's a calming presence, and I appreciate it.
See, okay, honestly, part of the issue with this podcast leading up to this moment is that we had a very difficult time screening our guests, as in we did not. And I got to tell you, dude, we started this like 2 weeks ago, this whole screening process. That's why Jay's
Mhm.
not here today. You checked all the boxes. This
Tubby!
is fantastic. I'm kidding, Tubbs. I love you.
Gee, that was. I couldn't have said it better yourself.
I couldn't have said it better yourself.
I'm sorry. I think the champagne's talking to me.
That's still not a saying.
Yeah, I think the champagne's
Next question.
whispering in my ear.
Fucking say some shit.
Do the goose again. Do the goose again.
Do the goose.
I don't know. I don't do
Is
a
that the
good-
noise they make?
No, I can do it when I'm standing on stage. Yeah.
It's
That's it. That's how I do the goose.
it's a full body
I hit
experience.
a golf ball at a goose today. I didn't mean to be like at first, but it did travel towards the goose and I almost hit it.
And did it freak out?
No, it was actually quite
Okay.
calm. It had its babies nearby. It was like huddled over them,
Yeah.
and my ball went right over its head, and it just kind of looked at me like,
was like, what the hell?
"What are we
dude?"
doing?"
Yeah. They're baby geese over here.
Yeah, exactly. That's the
Yeah,
look I
okay.
got this morning.
Parker, did you feel that earlier today? Do you think that's what the road rage is
I
from?
think that actually makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, wow. Why am I mad all of a sudden? Why do I feel like someone's trying to attack my young? And then
The
yeah.
driver in front of you didn't even do anything. It was just Griff with the golf ball.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I promise you, I didn't mean to. I have very little control over that little ball.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah, I gave up golf. Gave it up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was it a source of frustrations?
Does that mean if
It-
someone invited you to play golf, you would say no?
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, it depends
Okay.
on who's inviting me. Yeah.
enough.
Yeah. Like, can I socially climb if I go? Sure, I'll go. But no, I'm joking.
What if Matt invited you to
Well, could you climb down the ladder?
Yeah.
Everyone talks
Yeah.
about going up.
Yeah. But what
down?
about like sliding down? What about the fireman's pole of social climbing?
Oh,
That's what
Somebody
I'm here
get
to
us
do.
going.
yeah.
We love
We-
a fireman.
Yeah, a fireman, a man in uniform.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
Come on.
yeah, one of our friends just made it into the Navy or something.
Whoa, or
Like,
something.
Yeah, something. I don't
Like,
know.
the Coast Guard Reserves or something.
I think he's just a little league umpire now.
He's in the Navy. I think he's a corpsman. I think that might be
Okay.
the wrong term, so I apologize, Will.
Yeah.
I know he's going into the medical field.
Yes. Yeah. That I think you're right. I think that's corpsman.
I thought it was
Wow.
Marine Corps that was corpsman.
You would think that, but that actually just has to do with abs. It's,
Mm.
it's an ab exercise that the
Yeah.
Marine Corps.
Right.
Yep.
It's calisthenics, but in the water.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
For all the
Yeah.
respect we have for the men in uniform, we know very little about what they do.
Right. Yeah. All the respect.
Yeah.
But like, I'm not pretending that I know.
No.
You know. Yeah.
There's honor in that too.
I think there is honor in not pretending you know. You know.
Oh, that's like when people are ordering at a restaurant and they try to say it in their They're like they say croissant or something. They're like,
Croissant. Yeah.
sound like
Yeah.
an asshole.
Yeah. Just say it regular. you know,
Yeah.
Say it normal.
Say it how people expect you as a regular dumb person to
To
say.
say it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's no need to this charade.
Don't be a hero.
Yeah. Don't
Oh,
be
that's
hero,
another one.
especially if you're in the
Charade
military.
versus charade.
Yeah. Yeah, charade.
Oh my
Yeah.
goodness. Yeah, there's a few of them. There's a few.
Yeah.
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 You got to watch out for them.
Yeah. Just using French vernacular like you're something special.
Fuck the French.
Yeah. That's funny.
You're
Yeah.
What?
I just meant it.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I could tell. Yeah, that's why it was funny. I was like,
Oh,
oh.
Shit. I'm gonna be the first person to get in trouble for that.
Yeah.
About the French.
Yeah. they'll
You would be
scroll on this.
in a while, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
feel like it used to happen more.
Yeah. You know, it just doesn't come up as often.
Yeah.
We don't talk about croissants every episode.
Oh, did you guys see Emmanuel Macron is
Hey.
hooked on coke again?
Oh, damn it.
Yeah.
That sucks.
He was coming back from the Ukraine, and some reporters walked into his train cell thing, and he hid a bag of coke, and then his counterpart hid a little coke spoon
Wow.
right up his sleeve.
Who is Emmanuel?
Oh, he's the president of France.
Really?
Yeah,
Is he good at coke?
I'd say probably pretty good.
Yeah, except he got
He
caught.
hid it
so.
like very well,
Yeah. Well,
but
you're the
but
president
not
of
well
France.
enough that I didn't see.
Yeah.
What was it?
You're the president of France. You got speaking engagements, you got this, you got that, and you want to
Oh, I don't blame him.
You wanna be able to
at
get
all.
through
I
it
think
all,
I
you
respect the
know?
move.
Yeah.
You got to keep
Yeah.
the juices flowing. You can't, you can't get tired.
He's under so
Yeah,
much
yeah.
pressure.
There is. Yeah,
Yeah.
and I think our world leaders should be able to do more drugs.
yes.
You
Yeah.
know? Yeah.
Yeah, it should be less frowned upon for you and your husband to do coke together on a plane.
I think so. I think
Yeah.
you're right, Yeah.
They're the ones who really need them.
Yeah. They are. They
Yeah.
are. Yes.
We don't need. Well, we probably don't need them.
We probably we probably don't need 'em. We probably don't need 'em.
Who could say? Who could really say?
That's good. Anyway, I thought of more like Matt Steele Day, but I think the moment's passed. Instead of Bastille Day.
Oh my goodness, you're a clever one.
Thanks. Yeah, it only took 4 minutes. I was just sitting here like, come on, there's got to be something with Bastille Day.
That's average, and that's our lane.
It rhymes. It's good. It's great.
Yeah.
That's excellent.
That's great.
That perfectly leads into my third question.
Oh man, I like how these all perfectly lead into each other.
It's crazy.
It's like you bought a notebook, you planned them out.
I roadmap this.
Proceed. Yeah.
Now I'm all nervous.
I couldn't say it better
have you
yourself.
Ever heard of, Parker, have you ever heard of a little thing called Matt Quest?
No.
Matt Quest?
Matt Quest?
Yeah. Matt
Quest. It's like Map Quest, but it gives you the wrong directions.
But it gives you the right questions.
The right questions. And it takes you on a journey, you know?
Yes.
It's not about the destination.
No.
It's about
and
the questions on the road trip.
You're not getting there.
Yeah, and if it was.
We're going to play the license plate game.
Yes.
Which one is that?
Third question,
Parker,
go.
what is your favorite movie?
Dang, that's a tough question.
Always is.
Always is a tough question because then it's like, what assumptions do you make about me when I say the movie that I claim to be my favorite?
I'm going to be honest, as long as it's not like a horror movie.
Yeah, it's definitely not a horror movie. Not a big horror guy.
Then there's no judgment.
Yes.
Man, I like
you more that you don't like horror.
Oh yeah, no thanks. I had a roommate who loved horror for a long time. I was like, okay, yeah, we'll watch
You should
another
go to
terrifying
Austin
movie
now.
and then go to bed. Like this sounds awful.
I can't shower for the next week because I'm too scared to close my eyes.
Yeah. Great. Glad that's in the soup of my brain. It just comes up every once in a while. Yeah. So, man, I would have to say my favorite movie. It's got to be.
Can we
like,
guess?
Yeah. Let's guess. That's fun.
Yes, that is fun. Griff, you look like you have something.
Yeah.
I have one, but I feel like it's gonna be the one you say. So I'm not gonna say it till after you.
And this is favorite movie of all time.
Right. Yeah.
Caddyshack.
Whoa. I'm going to have to. My instincts are to say yes, but the answer is no.
James and the Giant Peach.
Ah, dang, probably not.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you look like maybe you were in that movie for some reason. I don't know why.
What? I was
Damn,
the peach.
dude, he just called you a giant peach.
No, you look like the V for Vendetta.
That's the second time I've got that.
Makes sense.
Shout out Brandon Michael. Damn it.
I think a movie I like going back to a lot is like The Social Network. But it's a good movie, but say it's like my favorite, most fun movie is not true.
It's so good,
but it's great. Yeah. Django Unchained was great. I showed that to my wife for the first time, and
She thinks you're racist.
Yeah. I was like, no, it's actually a comedy, and it kind of is. There's some real funny moments.
I've actually not seen it.
Whoa. Yeah, it's good.
I know. Well, ever since Jamie Foxx got cloned, I haven't found the need to like really go back and listen to his work.
You're right. Yeah, because the new Jamie Foxx is better, right? Is that
Correct.
what we're thinking?
Yep. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Just making sure.
That was
baby.
pre-clone.
2.0 is better.
Always.
Yeah.
Yeah. The new Mike Tyson movie coming out. That's better.
Is there an old one and a new one?
I think he's gonna play Mike Tyson in a biopic. Yeah. The new Jamie Foxx. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yep.
He's not that young.
No. Yeah. I think they're gonna
He
use
also doesn't have a lisp.
AI. No, I think that's the acting part.
Wait. Did he already play Mike Tyson in a movie?
I don't think so.
Mike Tyson won.
I don't know why this is.
This is Mike Tyson 2.
I'm back, guys.
Revenge of the Titan. And it's all about his acting career. Not about fighting at all. Just
Yo, dude, he was on an episode of Entourage. I don't know if you saw
I bet he was. Yeah. I love Entourage. It's
Such
so
a good show.
Such a good show. That might be my favorite movie is the Entourage movie.
Oh my. Nobody on earth has ever said that.
Have y'all seen the movie Grind, the skateboard movie?
No.
Okay.
No.
That one has like a special place in my heart as like a nostalgia movie.
Huh.
You know, came out in 2002. I
Oh.
was big into skateboarding in 7th grade.
Really?
I watched that movie a lot. Yeah.
Did you have a ripstick?
I didn't have one, but I could do one. Yeah. Yeah.
Could you do any tricks?
I could do like a kickflip, and I could do like a
that's cool.
varial kickflip every like 40th try. So
I could do fall down and then take 20 minutes to stand up.
that's good. That's a good one.
Yeah.
You know, I was never that good. There were people around me that were really good and got like shoes from it. And I was like, for real?
Wow.
How do I get those shoes? And they're like,
Do a kickflip, bitch.
be better. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dang. Yeah, fall and cry is really easy, but like the off the
Not if you're doing it right.
off the railing and stuff. You know,
Yeah.
down the
it's tough.
stairs.
Yeah.
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 Ow!
Yeah.
Just doesn't get easy.
My go-to would be pick up a moderate amount of speed until I get scared, and then see a construction site like a half mile away,
Yep.
and
There it
freak
is, yeah.
out and decide to jump off the skateboard
Yes.
and tumble so as to not ruin a construction worker's day.
Yes. Okay. Well, that's good. I was definitely thinking you were going to go right through it. You know, and you like duck, and they're like carrying a 2x4, and it's real whimsical. Was the scene I was seeing? Yeah.
They saw you fall, and they're like, "The kid did it again."
Look, here he comes. Nope. Yeah, bailed.
He's not getting shoes.
No, he's not getting shoes. Yeah.
Devastating.
Yeah.
See, I brought that up to you guys as like a bonding moment, and I came to you at my weakest. And Matt, you threw it right in my face after I was so nice to you. I was so nice to you today. So freaking nice to you, dude.
Yeah, I've been so nice this whole time, dude. Get out of here.
It was the champagne. I'm sorry. You know how I get.
When the champagne whispers.
Yeah.
We have to write a song about that.
Yeah, champagne whispers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When the
I think
champagne whispers,
that-
Matt answers.
Yes. The answer to my favorite movie is either Captain America, Civil War, or
okay.
Avengers Infinity War. Two of my all-time favorite movies.
Interesting.
I hated Infinity War when it came out.
Okay, tell me more.
Because
I'll rebuttal.
all those people died, and I
Right.
thought that was the end.
Right.
I thought that was it.
Oh, you thought
I thought there
you
was
didn't think
nothing
there was
else.
going to be another one
I
coming
didn't think
out?
there was another one.
They were like, everyone's out of their contracts. and we're just gonna
I think one of my friends pulled a prank on me or something, showing me the movie.
Whoa,
and
yeah.
for some reason, he planted the seed, and I was like, "This movie sucks. I hate you."
I liked all of those people. Who even is the... I like it because the hero of the movie is Thanos. Like, if you look at it through that lens, like, it's his movie.
Oh,
He goes through the change. You know, he wins at the end. You know, it's Empire Strikes Back. It's a great movie.
Holy shit!
Dude, I am not exaggerating here. You were talking just now about that, and I got goosebumps.
Wow. Yeah. Yeah, it's a great movie. Go back and watch it with the thought that this is Thanos' movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's the hero. And you'll be like,
Sometimes
this is a great movie.
Sometimes I like to do that with
Golly.
World War II documentaries.
Yep.
You
What are you
pretend that
talking about?
America's the good
Thanos
guys?
is the hero. Get out of here with that. He was big and purple and scary, and I disagree with you.
I mean, yeah, that's you've brought up some good points. He's big, purple, and scary.
Does that sound like a nice guy to you, Parker?
Yeah. I don't know, man. I think he had an honorable mission to genocide half the world, but for good reason.
I saw the other day, like, he could have just doubled the food.
Yeah, I saw that one, and I thought, dang. Maybe Civil War is the better one,
I just can't take the heartbreak in that movie.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, let me ask you. What is your favorite movie?
Oh, frick. Griff.
What's my favorite movie?
I don't know. Ask your precious champagne.
Oh, Lord of the Rings, all of them.
They are good.
Return
They
of the
are
King
good.
especially, but
Yeah.
yeah.
Return of the King was great. Yes. Watched them over Christmas.
Extended
Yeah.
editions?
Oh, obviously.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
This guy gets it.
Yeah. Yeah. What about you? What's your favorite movie?
Oh, geez. There's not a whole lot of movies that I really don't like.
Okay.
Lord of the Rings got to be up there.
Of course.
Star
Yeah.
Wars from start to finish, kinda. Good Will Hunting. Favorite
so
one-off
good.
movie
Oh.
for sure is Interstellar.
Oh, wow. Yeah. So good. Really did time travel right,
What'd they do about it?
Yeah.
I didn't
I
see
don't know. I
that.
just know that's a smart thing to say about that movie.
Have you not seen it either?
No, I've seen it. I just didn't get it. I was really hoping I could come across as smart for a minute.
Dude, you must do great in job interviews.
I do.
That's incredible.
I feel bamboozled. I take it back. It's not even close to my favorite movie. Parker, what was yours again? I like that one. You're right.
Yeah. That's good. Yeah. It's not even close to whatever his was. James and the Giant Peach, I guess. Yeah.
Underrated for sure. I'm just saying that
Isn't
because I
that
was in
movie
that movie.
about like taking acid?
Do what?
Isn't that movie about taking acid?
No, that's
Whoa.
Acid in Wonderland.
Oh, my mistake.
That's true. Yes.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it is a metaphor for whoever the author is. I think he just took a bunch of acid and started talking to a peach.
He was like, listen,
Let's turn this into a children's book.
I want to eat you.
Listen, I feel like I got to clarify here. He's not talking to the peach. He's talking to all the animals that live inside the peach.
Right.
Right?
This is the hill
So-
you want to die on?
Right? No, maybe. Next question.
I always get James and the Giant Peach and the Iron Giant mixed up.
Oh, I've
Oh,
never.
yes. I do.
That makes
I have the
sense.
same thing. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Is that the Mike Tyson movie?
Yep, the Iron Giant. It's where he coaches that football team with The Rock.
Mike.
No, that was Exhibit. He fixes the teenagers' cars and they...
I thought it was the Tooth Fairy.
The Tooth Fairy. That's a good one.
Is that the one where he plays football?
Yeah, he does play football.
No,
in
that's
that
the
one.
game plan. He plays hockey in the Tooth Fairy.
Oh.
Oh, man.
He
Yeah.
plays so many sports.
Yeah, he plays in the Gridiron Gang. He helps, troubled youths.
Oh, good.
Oh, he's
Good-
also in the game
good for
plan.
him.
That was
The
another
Game
football
Plan.
movie.
Yes.
Is that the one with Madison Pettis?
Yes. Yep.
The
The Disney Channel girl who's like his daughter or something?
Yeah. Whatever happened to her?
I think she went to college
She
or
does.
something.
She does. I saw her in like a Christian movie
Okay.
a couple years ago.
I was under the impression that she was like 100% like an executive's child, and that's why she was in like everything for,
She had a good
2
run.
years. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Great run.
I think she was on
You
Hannah
know,
Montana at some point.
Yep, yeah.
Yeah,
She just
for sure
was
she was.
running down the line of like Hannah Montana, Wizards of Waverly Place,
The
Zack
game
and Cody.
plans.
You know, the game plan. It all culminated in her big silver screen debut,
Yeah.
and then, I guess, you know,
She couldn't sing, I guess. So.
yeah, probably not.
Probably.
Yeah.
In that movie, The Game Plan, great soundtrack, by the way. I think that is underrated.
Okay, yeah.
He sings Crazy Little Thing Called Love. And until about a year ago, I thought that was an Elvis song.
I think the craziest thing is you remembering the soundtrack to the
That
game.
that is
plan.
crazy. I was like, I remember
was-
the like
When it
mound of
makes an impact,
spaghetti.
it makes an impact.
How,
That's
You're like, how did they get Elvis for this?
Literally, until that movie, I owned that movie on DVD, and I used to watch it in the car when we would drive from North Carolina to Connecticut.
Yep. Yeah. That's great. Why were
you.
you driving from North Carolina to Connecticut?
We lived in North Carolina for a while, and
Mm-hmm.
family and such things
Okay.
are in Connecticut, so we would go
Okay.
for summers and holidays.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
We, my parents were divorced, and my dad lived in Texas, and my mom lived in Tennessee. We'd have to drive that and watch movies like 7 times a year or something, you know. And I would bring a case of DVDs. You know, we've
Yeah.
got Shrek
Oh, yeah.
2, we've got Spider-Man, we got Spider. You know, it's all. But we had
Which
to take
Spider-Mans?
turns. Do what?
Which
Tobey Maguire,
Spider-Mans?
Spider-Man. You know, yeah. This was a long time ago.
Yeah.
And then my sister would bring one movie, and it would be Grease, and we had to take turns. So it'd be like a fun movie, and then Grease, and then like another fun movie, and then Grease again.
Oh my
And then
God.
and she would just make us watch Grease like 8 times, and
a
now
lot.
I know every word to Grease. Not of my own volition. Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Griff, you were in Greece.
What?
No.
Oh, you weren't in the. Oh, he was
Oh,
at
Footloose.
Sorry.
Like a stage play or the movie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the stage play at Westbrook High School in the year 2017. I'm sorry
And
that you missed that one. It was
I'm
my big break.
disappointed. Were you singing?
I sung.
I've seen the play Footloose done by local theater here in Dallas.
No kidding.
When my wife and I first started dating, she had a friend that was in it. And I was like, yeah,
Cool.
we can go. Yeah, it sounds fun.
As long as it's not Greece.
yeah, as long as it's not Grease.
They're gonna ask me to sing. I know.
Yeah.
I don't even know if they sing in Greece, do they?
They do a lot. What part did you play?
The angry coach.
Really? That's
Yeah,
no
that was me.
dancing.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's a good. I mean, I can see it. You know, that was good
Thank you.
casting on their part.
Thank
yeah.
you. Yeah. I've always said that was a good year for casting that year.
Yep. Yeah.
I was a decent singer, but I cannot.
Okay.
If you tell me how to dance, I can't listen to you. I move to the beat of my own drum.
Yeah. Yeah. You dance to express, not to impress.
And there was a couple numbers that the entire cast was supposed to be dancing in, and I learned
Yes.
them. And then shortly thereafter, they said, "Why don't you sit these couple of songs out, Griff?"
Why don't you stand over there and look angry with a
Yeah,
whistle? You know. Yeah.
yeah.
That's
They
good.
gave me like 2 months to learn them, and then I said, "I know it, but I know it different than you do."
Yeah. Yeah. But mine is I'm a little bit better. You know, a little
Correct.
bit different, a little bit better. Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you remember the song you sang? 'Cause you still
Oh, the
got it in
main,
there.
like the main Footloose, like everybody Footloose.
Yeah, but what about like
one.
the coach? Doesn't he have a song about like
If he was supposed to, they didn't give it to me.
they cut it? Yeah. Fair enough. Yeah, I don't know if there
Yeah.
is one or not, but yeah.
Man, dude,
That would have
I'm
been cool
sorry
if
to
there
hear
was.
Yeah.
But-
Could have had your moment, dude. It would have sent you down a whole different path though, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't think I would have liked myself at the end of that journey.
You're out on Broadway, just
Just a shell of a man. Yeah.
yeah, a shell of a man. You gave up, all that could have been
Yeah.
for what?
Moving to Minnesota.
Success and
I know.
fame.
For
No
what,
thanks.
a career?
Yeah.
To sing and be a coach and like some sort of hard ass. I don't know. I don't know
in
how you
every-
played it.
Every play that he's the hard ass in every play. Yeah.
Do you think the Westbrook High School production counts as off Broadway?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
for sure.
That's actually genius because I was in some high school plays, but not.
Well, which
of
ones
any-
did you do?
I was in the Insanity of Mary Gerard. It was a 1-act play.
A one-man
Ooh.
screening?
Yeah, no, yeah, a one-man screening. A one-man screaming, actually, is just 40 minutes out there screaming.
Insanity.
Yeah, and then I was in some other one that was like about movies, and I played Arnold Schwarzenegger, which was great. And I would talk
do an
like he
accent?
would, of course. But
Oh my
not,
God, that
not
must have got
great.
really offensive.
Yeah. and then I really, when I was really young, I was a munchkin in the Wizard of Oz play. Yeah. Which,
Do you have any pictures of that? I bet you were a cute kid, huh?
yeah, I don't know if there are pictures of it, I'd have to find them. Yeah.
Oh, they're not on your Facebook?
Yeah, no. That
Oh,
Facebook
man.
wasn't around,
Ugh.
Yeah, but I'm gonna start when people say what are your credits? I'm gonna say off Broadway.
Yeah, it is genius. That's
good.
How far off Broadway? I don't know, like 12 versions of Grease in the car.
Yeah, like thousands of miles. Get out of here, dude. Don't even worry about it.
If you watch Shrek 2 in Grease about 15 times, you're going to get to the place where I was off Broadway.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Just open up MapQuest and you'll get
And let's
there,
see what
dude.
that
Yeah.
perfectly leads into.
Yeah.
Oh, Parker, I got one for you. Sorry. Woo. Parker, I can't say this one yet. We're going to move on to something else.
No. That one's good. Yeah.
I don't think you're going to
it's
like
not that he
this
doesn't
one.
want to. It's not that he doesn't want to ask the question. It's hard for him to pronounce it sometimes.
It's
Do
hard
you
for-
do you know the questions?
I know.
No,
Well, I have to.
never.
Okay.
No. Oh, do you want to ask him it then?
Oh, is that
Says
my
he-
question?
I'm sorry.
Is that my
Okay.
question?
No, it's not your question.
Do you want me to ask my question?
Oh, you can ask your
Oh,
question.
you have a question? Okay.
Oh, I also came prepared, Parker.
That's good. I appreciate it.
Yeah. Matt
Yeah.
isn't the only. Matt is the only one with paper, but I don't need paper. I got them all up here,
Ooh.
kinda.
I like it. Kinda, yeah.
Parker, do all boobs go to heaven?
Whoa. Okay. I've actually thought of this recently. Are the boobs severed, or are they attached to the person?
I think I'm going to leave that up to you.
Thank you.
I don't
That's
want
a
to lead the
completely
witness.
different angle. That's a I don't think that came up yesterday, huh?
I did think. What I came to yesterday was the formulation of the question itself, but as I was thinking about its answer, I also came to a similar thing of
Mm-hmm.
did the boobs go with or without the person they were once attached to?
If they go with the person, they definitely don't.
I agree. I agree.
Yeah, if they go individually, sure. Yeah, if you're in heaven and you're like, maybe I'll try on some boobs. You go to the boob closet, you pull them out, and then you take them off, and you're like, nah, not today. You know?
I said the boob closet, not the goose closet. Heaven.
Heaven.
You think
So
they have a goose closet up in heaven?
Oh, there's a goose closet in heaven. But you gotta be careful.
Do you think
opening
if
that
I went
door.
into my and Parker, I apologize because this is about to get not inside jokey, but a little inside jokey, and so I apologize if we have to go back and explain this and it becomes this whole thing. But Matt, do you think if I walked into my iron closet right now and I did that
Mhm.
Sabrina the Teenage Witch thing where they go, beep, 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 and then if I reopened the closet, would that get me? Like, was my iron closet directly tied into heaven?
I don't think that could possibly happen.
You don't think so?
I
Because
don't
I'm not a
think you
witch.
have I don't
or
think you have
witches
enough.
aren't allowed in heaven.
You think that you can connect your iron closet to the goose closet in heaven and just do a little Sabrina action and make it there? That seems pretty
You tell me,
outrageous.
is there a better way? How did
Parker,
the
you
gooses
gotta-
get up in those closet? You think they just, appeared up there? No, they had to come in through another closet, dude.
I mean, they have to, yeah.
Is the goose closet just the closet where they put the gay gooses? And they're like, well, you can be here, but you're gonna have
But you
to
gotta
be
be in the
can't
gay
leave.
closet.
Yeah.
I think we figured it out. What is the iron closet?
Do you know the iron wall? And or the
Uh,
iron dome?
Iron Curtain.
The Iron Curtain sounds familiar.
What did
That
I
was
say?
the Soviet Union, and
Yeah.
you
The
said
Iron Wall.
You said Iron Wall and Iron Dome, all applicable.
Yeah, the
Thank you.
Soviet Union was the Iron Curtain was like the big wall where
Yeah.
they were like spread. They were separated, right?
They were like
Into
Poland
two
and
places.
Protection.
shit and like
Yeah.
Protection. That's what it comes down to.
Yeah.
And so my iron closet is to protect me. I go in there when I'm feeling a little too gay to be in public.
Right. Yeah. Okay. This makes sense. Yeah. You
And
go
then I
into
get
the iron
locked.
closet.
Yeah, until it passes. I have to call
Yeah.
a sponsor. Reception in the iron closet isn't the best.
It's made of iron.
Yeah, yeah. So sometimes I do have to send notes to various.
Is it seasoned?
What?
Yeah, like in June.
Is it seasoned?
In June,
Oh,
you
that's funny.
It's big in
you-
June.
Big in June.
It's a
Yeah.
lot
I
of
guess I meant
use.
like how cast iron is seasoned.
is it?
Yeah.
soap.
To make. Yeah. It makes. Well, no, not with soap.
I don't think we know what cast iron is.
You
Can
can't
you
wash.
see- so we know what cast iron is. I just want to make that perfectly clear to you today, Parker.
For
we
those
know
who
what
may-
it is.
Like a
but-
cast iron skillet.
Yeah, no,
Totally.
but we understand what that concept is. But if we could just explain to our audience who may just be tuning in now for the first time.
Right. Yeah. Who might
What
have
an
like
iron
clicked on the
closet
YouTube
is.
video, then scrolled in.
Yeah,
To right
yeah.
now.
To 59
What
minutes.
an iron skillet.
Sorry,
is?
what is cast iron?
What is cast iron? Well, it's a cast iron skillet is like, a really high quality cooking utensil made out
Okay.
of cast iron.
What makes it?
Oh,
Is it really thick or something?
It holds heat well.
Nice.
holds heat well.
Griff.
And you can and it gets seasoned. So you you don't wash it. That's the whole rule. Is like you don't wash it, and then it gets it gets flavor from everywhere else.
So if
It
you
honestly sounds like you're just describing my butt cheeks, Parker.
You don't cook
They
them
handle
raw
heat
only,
well.
baby.
you don't wipe them,
Yeah.
it all comes full circle.
It
Always
always
does.
does.
Yeah.
That's
I'm dying to know
So
what this question
are you
is.
Wait, no, you go. You go ahead.
No, what were you gonna say?
yeah. What were you gonna say?
I was gonna do a drastic topic change because I realized we're like an hour into this shindig and we haven't even
No
really brought
kidding.
up your special yet. I did want to ask you about that. How much time do you
Oh,
have?
yes.
I've got loads of time. Yeah.
Loads of it.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. We didn't hang out. You said a couple hours.
Couple
Yeah.
hours. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I wasn't cued in on that plan, so I'm
Yeah.
just thank you
Do
for
you have
coming
loads
today.
of
We're both
time?
so excited. What?
Yeah. How are your loads of time?
Yeah. How are your
Oh,
time loads?
I'm perfect.
Okay.
You look perfect.
You do. Yeah, I got ropes of time.
Did you want to ask? Did you want to ask your question?
What was my question?
Uh,
Oh,
It was about his special.
I got it. My second question you, Parker, and this segues
Yes.
perfectly into it.
Okay. Yeah.
Where, if you're gonna poo in public, where do you do it? Where's the best place to do a
Oof,
public
yeah.
poo?
Yep. That's a good question. So I my day job's in sales, so I'm on the road a lot, and I'm like, sometimes you got to poop, and
Yeah.
the places I've found that have great ones is a hotel. You go in a hotel, you act confident, like you've been staying there your whole life.
Mm.
You know,
Because they don't know.
they don't know, and you can keep a key from like a other like Hilton property or something, you know, that you stayed at
Just
or something.
flash
It's
it
like,
to 'em?
Yeah, give them a flash. Yeah. And then they typically have a single serve, which is nice. Love a single serve bathroom.
Mhm.
I hate like a multi.
Oh, yeah, and then you get the stall and the urinal.
Yeah, yeah. Then someone else might come in, and I'm a shy pooper, you know. So like,
Shy pooper.
Yeah, for sure.
Are you a shy peer?
No.
That must be nice.
However, only if there's that divider. If it's like a wall of urinal and there's no dividers,
Oh, yeah.
get
like
outta
the,
here. I'm going into the
where they
stall
do
to
the
pee.
like trough.
Yes.
Yeah, a trough, or even I've seen ones where they have like individual urinals. They just didn't put up the divider. They're cheap.
Bastards.
What are you,
Bastards.
nuts? Tape a piece of cardboard up there or something.
Do something, yeah.
You
Because
ever
I'm
accidentally put your hand on the trough?
put it on it.
Like you, you accidentally touch the trough of pee?
Oh,
That everyone's just been
yeah.
Yeah. Sorry to derail it. I know we were talking
No.
about nervous peeing in the bathroom.
No, I'm just wondering how the trough is so low.
It just happened. I put, hand went down, and I touched the trough with my hand. Yeah.
But there's soap and water right there. You're good.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Whew,
Forever unclean.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Oh my goodness.
And sometimes they put the ice in the trough, which are like,
That weirds me out.
yeah, what am
I
I
like
gonna do?
I like the ice.
It's fun to melt it, you know, because my pee's
Yeah,
warm.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so hotel bathroom. Any other staples?
Sometimes like an AutoZone, but then
Really?
sometimes AutoZone's bad. It's
I
a
didn't-
Yeah,
real,
I would imagine
real
bad.
like a roll of the dice with AutoZone, because it's like either they clean it and no one uses it, or some guy that works there uses it and he's
And
like,
he uses
not
it
great.
often, and he uses it
Yeah.
well.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of some other places.
Dunkin' Donuts. I don't know if you guys got.
Oh yeah.
That's a great spot to poop.
Yes. Okay. Good to know. Starbucks used to be good, but then they got in trouble, and everyone knows now that everyone's allowed in the bathroom, and so
I didn't know that.
yeah, they got in trouble for like kicking people out, and now anyone can go into their bathrooms, and it's like it's a big problem. People do.
But they
drugs
got in
there.
trouble of kicking people out of their potty?
No, like people were there to like people have like business meetings at
In the
Sure.
bathroom.
at at the Starbucks bathroom. You've
Good
been to these
Wi-Fi.
business meetings.
Yeah.
They're like fun and you've just met the person and you're excited to start a new job, and then they're like, you're gonna start this job, and you're like,
Gotta get
not
down to business.
again. Yeah.
Yeah. Jeez.
And so they kick those people out, and you think that's good, right? But no, apparently it's bad.
Wait, people were having sex in the bathroom?
While Parker's trying to poop, they didn't even put up a divider.
Yeah. I was trying to poop. They were having sex.
Okay.
No divider. And I'm like, hey guys, I'm kind of like a shy pooper. And so yeah.
But do you guys want to watch me melt this ice?
Yeah. Look, I can melt the ice in your brown sugar oat milkshake and espresso if you'd like, but
I can melt the ice in your cold heart if you just let me.
if you just let me
Yeah, with my piss.
with my piss.
Did that answer your question? Griff? Do you have a
Yeah,
preference?
what's your favorite bathroom? Buc-ee's is also like a obvious answer, but they're not all over, so you got to be careful.
Yeah, got to be careful. Consistently high quality bathrooms, always single stall. Barnes and Noble.
Brilliant. Yes. Okay. Barnes and Noble. Yeah.
Have you been to one?
Because the
Oh, yeah, I
the
have.
reading crowd is not a poo heavy crowd.
Nah, they're all shy poopers.
Yeah.
You know. Yeah. That's why they're buying the book. They're like, I'll buy this book. I read it when I poop at home.
But are they
Yeah.
slow poopers?
Yeah, I think they are.
Because they're like, oh, I get to read.
But there's two
Pools.
restrooms at a Barnes and Noble.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there's the
And the-
Express and there's
And now they're multi-gendered. You know, they used to be like men and women, and now they're like, whatever.
yeah.
You know, they have that sign that says like, whatever, just wash your hands, and it's like a picture of like an alien.
Oh, hell
Yeah.
That's at Barnes and Noble.
It is.
You might catch an alien in there.
I will not be going back there. I didn't know that, and I apologize to our viewers.
That's great. I will not be going back there.
Because even if you lock the door, the alien's coming through.
They're coming in,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you guys see the scary movie 5 or whatever? With there's the aliens that take over the Earth,
Yeah.
and they like piss out of their fingers with George Bush.
Okay, maybe not. Maybe
Oh,
I haven't
dude,
seen
put
that
it
one.
up.
Yeah, pull it up.
It's classic.
Let's just watch a movie the rest of the episode.
Hey, you said you were
Look at
free for a few hours.
yeah.
Although I think Marlon Wayans directed that one, Griff, so you're gonna hate it.
I will not
Oh,
be seeing that
no.
movie.
Tell me about your disdain for Marlon Wayans.
He's the biggest jerk I've ever kind of almost met.
Okay.
There's this one time very early on into our comedy career, I had just hit my first hot streak.
Okay. Yeah.
You know, when you go to like a couple open mics in a row and it's just flowing. You're getting the laughs, you're feeling
You're doing
confident,
it,
everything's
yeah.
all loosey-goosey. We show up to an open mic and Marlon Wayans canceled the open mic so that he could perform.
Oh.
And Griff has never forgiven him. It was a real hot button issue.
Okay, but to my credit, he has not yet even apologized.
He hasn't even reached out to like make amends. Wow.
Uh-uh.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's good. I like this. I like this beef.
He's at the top of the
Okay.
shit list. Well, for you, I still like him.
No, he's second in command of my shit list. Number 1 is Coetzel.
Yeah.
Who is?
Yeah, you're gonna fit
It's the
in
best
well
thing.
here.
It's the best thing you could have said, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
He
Coetzel
claims to
what?
be a country music star.
Mm.
He served us with a cease and desist.
Yeah. He wrote it in crayon.
Wow. Crayon. Yeah.
Well, he didn't write it in crayon. It was like a real typed up document. He signed it in crayon, which
Wow.
I think speaks volumes.
Yeah. I think you're right. Coetzel.
Yeah.
Yeah. Piece
What
of
kind of
shit.
adult still owns a crayon?
Yeah. Yeah. A box?
I don't know.
What did he have? The box of 64?
I don't know. It was green crayon and the E was backwards.
Did you have the box of
Wow.
64, Parker?
Nah.
Who got
Brandon Michael.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, Brandon Michael.
Oh, Brandon
he
Michael
beat
didn't
up a
have
kid.
it. Didn't have it. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
he
beat
beat
up
With
a
the
up a
kid.
kid for it.
sharpener on the back?
Yeah,
Yeah.
asshole.
Yeah.
Asshole.
No, I got like the regular pack. Like a regular person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, this is
12
what I
to
wanted
18.
to. I'm
Man of the people.
Coetzel. Parker, do you understand the term bad gay?
Yeah.
Like there's
yeah.
good gay and there's bad gay.
Mhm.
He's not the good kind, and there is a good kind. I love the good kind, but he's the bad kind.
Yeah. Yeah.
I used to
uh,
have we'll call it not substance abuse. What is
Okay.
Matt? Do you know where I'm going with this? I need a better adjective than substance, but I need it about boys. I used to be addicted to boys. who
Oral
were full-grown.
fixation.
Oral fixation.
Yeah. I had an oral fixation, and I used to go to
Yeah.
meetings at Coetzel's, the Riot Room right here in Fort Worth. And then he said that was
Really?
bad for business. Take it outside. And so all me and my bubbies had to go outside, and there's a porta potty there. That was a little triggering for our oral
Of
fixation,
course,
so we had to go
yeah,
to the
makes
parking
sense.
lot behind that.
Wow. And so Coetzel's a person that runs the riot room.
Yeah.
Owns even.
Have you been?
Not to one in Fort Worth.
Oh, yeah, it's right up the road.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow. Yeah.
Did you not mean oral fixation? Or
No,
did-
but it fit.
Yeah. Yeah. It made sense. I mean, I'm following. From what I understand, Coetzel is a self-proclaimed country music singer who
That's even better. Self-proclaimed singer. He's not a self-proclaimed star. He just claims to do it.
yeah
Take that, you bitch.
who got sent y'all a cease and desist with a backwards E written in crayon and green crayon and that's all really I need to know.
Yeah.
And I'm on your side.
Yes.
And he put an end to the anti-sucking boys' dicks meeting. And I think that that's wrong.
I agree with you. It is
Just
wrong, but it wasn't an
support
anti-sucking boys dick. It was rehabilitation.
It was we got to stop this. We got to stop this soon.
Yeah,
Did you
for
say
our
what
own
it's
lives,
called?
this is becoming a bit of a problem. All we
Yeah,
can do
it's
is oral
like-
fixate each other.
And that's, I'm not progressing in life because of it. you know?
Correct. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I've been there, man.
You went to gay
Boy,
A?
have I been there. Gay A? Yeah, I've been to gay A, dude. I've been all
Yes.
inside of gay A.
Griff, you're like, I knew I recognized you from somewhere.
Well, it's A. That's why we haven't said anything about it. We forgot to do the A. We're like, no, you're a monk. That's how I know you. That's.
Yeah, monk was a bit of a reach, but I wanted
Yeah.
to go along with it.
That's from the cover. Oh my god, I'm dying. That perfectly leads into my next question, though. More than most. Parker, what were the Diddy parties like?
Oh. Wow. I'm glad you brought that up. I liked them. I had a great time at those Diddy parties, mainly because,
Because you left early?
yeah, that's right. Yes, because I left
Hey,
early.
He's leading you. Don't let him do that.
Sorry.
I would go and leave before anything really awesome happened. Before any of the really cool stuff. All the lights would turn to like red and pink and purple, and
Ooh.
then everyone was
Pretty.
shiny, and they played that song "Shiny" from Moana
No.
over and over again, just that shiny. And then there was Lin-Manuel, and it was just after that, it's kind of a blur, kind of a slippery.
I think I went home.
yeah, blur. But then I'd go home. Right after that,
Yeah.
I think I'd go home. I wouldn't drive. Too slippery for the wheel. And I just really those Diddy parties. The whole point of gay A. That's where it came from.
Mm-hmm.
They were started there.
There's a massive pipeline between the two for sure.
Girthy pipeline. Just massive
gotta be.
pipeline.
Gotta be. You don't end up in gay
Yeah,
with
yeah.
a skinny pipeline.
Yeah. You don't want to end up in gay without at least one Diddy party story. Like everyone's like, so what are you
True.
even
That's what
doing
they
here, dude?
That's what they
Like,
say.
yeah.
Griff, what's your
Matt, shut
Diddy-
up about it.
Topic change.
Gulp.
Now, Parker, besides the smell of, I don't know, the various. You know what? I'm not going to lead it in that way. Parker, what smell do you hate the most?
Whoa, that's a good question. What smell do I hate the most? You'd think it'd be like a bad smell. I hate the smell of like motor oil and like cheap leather.
Combined.
Yeah.
Wait, is it combined or are those two different smells that you equally don't like?
No, it's combined.
Combined. How often do those two things get combined?
There was one specific place.
Oh,
that,
okay.
It was the AutoZone.
Yeah. Yeah, I hated it. You know, I'm not a big fan of those smells. You know, I also don't like the smell of like, I don't know. There's this in my old apartment building. I'd walk by this one apartment. I don't know how to describe it other than like human bacteria.
Ooh.
And it's a rough smell.
Like dirty underwear.
Not even that. Like
Could
it's
it
almost
have been death?
I don't think it was death, but it was definitely like
Borderline?
unwashed, you know? Yeah.
Oh.
And it was rough.
Hmm.
It
And
was
like
just
everything
like
in
the
there.
outside of their house smelled?
Like the outside of the door, because it was like an apartment complex. You walk by,
Oh.
and then I'd just have to like hold my breath.
That's odd.
It was odd.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you ever like sneak a peek in there?
No, I never saw the person coming out, so maybe it might have been death. But I felt like they like never threw out their trash.
You gotta throw it out.
Not a big cat
Yeah.
smell guy either. You know,
Ooh, cat piss.
like you got too many. If you got cats and
Yeah.
you don't clean, yeah, that's rough.
cat piss is a bad smell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about y'all? What's your least favorite smells?
Griff.
You don't have an answer, Griff. What do you answer?
There's like a
Griff's right. Yeah. I'm just kidding. Go ahead.
there's like a sweet chemical smell that I have like
Yes.
burned into my nose hairs that I'm not a fan of at all.
Yep. Yeah.
And I can't, it's, like industrial level soap. Does that make the
Yes.
soap that all
Yeah,
the
yeah.
businesses have?
Eco
It's like-
Lab. Yeah.
Yeah. It's kind of like that, but that like distinct soap smell isn't there. It's just like the sweetness.
Yes. I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah. Yeah.
That-
And I'm on board.
Thanks,
also don't
man.
like it. Yeah.
It
Is
always
it the
gives
same-
me a headache.
Yeah. It's no good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it the same soap they use at the DFW airport bathrooms?
Probably. That pink
Yeah, I
soap.
believe so.
Antibacterial soap. Yeah.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
I've been there a bunch of times. And
Yeah,
their
yeah,
bathrooms
yeah.
suck. They smell weird.
It's awful. Yeah.
So whatever soap they use to try to cover up the poop smells,
It's worse.
it's worse.
It's worse. Just let it smell like poop.
Yeah, especially during COVID. Like, try hitting a vape in the bathroom with a bunch of poop smells
It's
covered up
tough.
with soap.
It's tough. I hit a vape in the bathroom once, and then like alarms went off.
In the airport?
Not like the whole airport, but definitely the bathroom. It was like beep 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 beep, and I was like, not washing my hands, just getting the fuck out of here, dude. This is
Sometimes
Did anybody
smoke
like
comes out when I
question
burp.
you?
No. I dress really nice at the airport, so people are like, it's clearly not him,
Yeah.
you know. And I
Smart.
say really nice. I wear like a polo, you know.
Huh.
But yeah, it's a good hack.
Is it a good travel experience, you think? Like, oh, I like to dress up for the trip. Huh? Like, is
You
it?
know, someone once said like the guy in a suit, like if you were to wear a suit, gets put on the next plane before the guy in the pajamas.
Wow.
Like if there's a delay and the flight's full or something, you know, if you're in a suit, they're gonna adhere to your demands way before the guy in the hoodie and sweatpants, you know.
Because you look important.
You do, yeah.
Now, Matt, just to clarify here, what did Parker wear to the episode today?
I'll just say he's not getting on the next flight. if
Yeah,
that's what
no,
you're
not going to the
asking.
airport anytime soon.
But that's just because you're probably having such a good time you want to hang out more.
Yeah. I wanted to come comfortable.
Yes.
You know? Yeah.
That's the attitude we strive to bring into Matt's
Yeah.
household.
Yeah, well, I watched some episodes and I was like, yeah, this is what I'll wear. I thought it through. Yeah, I want to fit in.
Oh
Yeah.
my god!
I'm not
And you
even wearing
did.
shoes.
Whoa, what's on those socks though? Smiley faces.
Cookie Monster.
Oh, that's good.
Oh,
that's
that's-
good.
Do you have any cool? Oh, I don't either,
No,
dude. Don't worry.
No, they're just. I got made fun of. Have y'all ever done the Reno's mic?
No.
Well, they don't do it anymore, but you do 4 minutes of material, and then they would change the colors of the lights behind you to red, and then it made it to where their audience is allowed to heckle. And just this drunk girl just kept saying, "I can see your ankles. I can see your ankles." I was like, "What are you, jealous because you don't have any?" And then
Bitch.
Bitch ain't got no ankles.
Yeah. But, you know,
So that you don't wear any silly socks because of
I
that.
do. No, I wear socks all the time, but
What are your silliest
silly
pairs of
socks.
socks?
I got some with like parrots with Christmas hats on them that say "Happy Birthday," and I'm like, this is clearly a misprint from the factory.
Wow.
But yeah.
That's sick, dude.
Yeah, I
That is
love when
awesome.
I wear those and I meet someone and it's their birthday. I can be like, I knew it, you know, and they're like, wow, who's this?
This is
guy?"
weird,
You
dude.
know? Yeah. This is weird. Why? I
Yeah.
don't like you that much, and I'm like, well,
Yeah.
I like you a lot. So
We actually don't know each other that well. But the socks.
That's
Yeah.
freaking madness. You can wear those 2 different times a year.
Yeah.
Christmas and anybody's birthday.
Anybody's,
Anybody. Even yours, Griff.
even yours.
Do you
When's your
mean that?
birthday, Griff?
October 13th.
October 13th. So you've been on October Friday the 13th birthday before.
I have, yes.
Do you have any of those Friday the 13th tattoos?
No, I don't have any tattoos at the
Me
moment.
neither. Yeah, at the moment. Okay.
I really
you
want to get one.
Yeah.
It's a decision-making issue, not so much a
probably
me
give you-
issue.
I totally get that. Yeah.
Yeah.
They'll probably give you 2 for free. It's your birthday and Friday the 13th.
You're going to get a black
So I have to
cat
make double
tattooed
this
on yourself.
decision. Is that it? That's sentence. I have to get that.
I think that's the free one.
Yeah.
That's the free. Oh, you
No,
yeah.
they have. Yeah. They have black cats. They have spiders. They have, you know.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. I never thought that like getting a tattoo for free was like on my bucket list, you know. Yeah.
I'd like to pay.
But is it?
yeah. No, please let me pay.
Because you can't ask for any favors if it's free.
Yeah. No.
Damn it.
Yeah.
Yeah, the favor is that it's free.
Yeah. That's the favor, and you can't be like, well,
Yeah.
what if we change this? They're like, nah. Okay.
Just a
yeah.
world we live in.
Was the question that you were worried about asking me about the Diddy parties? Was that question?
I was. I just couldn't say the words. I think it was the champagne.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh. I have another question for you.
Can I come right back before you answer that, Parker?
Yep. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. I'll be right. Can I be right
Oh.
back?
Okay. Yes.
Oh, do you
I
want to
see
take a
what you're
quick
saying.
second?
Just a quick second.
Little,
I have to
we'll
go
take a- I'll
pee-pee.
make sure everything's rolling still.
Okay. I'm sorry to do this, guys.
You're just nursing the champagne?
Yeah. Just a little sip here, a little sip there. Okay.
So responsible.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's gonna overflow.
Is that normal?
For Barcelona beers, it is.
Good callback.
It's a staple
Thank
of
you.
the region.
I think that's what makes a good
It's-
podcast. You're listening, you're calling back.
Yeah.
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 It's called Dora Dam Beer. It's a lager and it's gluten-free.
Whoa. How'd they do that?
Well, they say it's crafted to remove gluten, so I always get the toots.
Ah.
What is that? So it was in it, but you're getting
It's
almost
not it.
poisoned?
Almost. Yeah, I'm walking the line.
Yeah. That's good. Wait, are you gluten free?
I am, yeah.
Well, you're gluten intolerant even?
I have celiac disease,
Whoa. Oh, my
so
condolences.
like full on allergic.
yeah.
Damn.
Not
Do you have
EpiPen
any
allergic.
allergies?
Yet.
I'm allergic to penicillin. Yeah.
Ooh.
I'm
Yeah.
allergic to
Ye-
penicillin.
Yes.
It's probably
That's
from the
good.
Wow.
fluoride in the water.
Makes sense.
It has
Yeah.
to be.
It
Yeah.
has to be. Yeah. Yeah, they gave me a penicillin shot once. I broke out in my whole body.
Your whole body?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Hives.
Ah. Is that an itch or is that a breathe thing? I'm not allergic to anything. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
it was just like red.
Except
all over.
women.
Yeah.
Hey,
Hey.
that
Except
hurts.
Women. Yeah.
I wouldn't rather do anything on a Saturday than this right here, right now.
That's good.
Yeah, you hear that? Women.
Women
Yeah.
hanging
Get
out with
walking.
the boys.
Talking about allergies. Like men. So that perfectly sorry. Parker, I have another question for you.
Yes.
Griff, this also applies to you. but I'm gonna phrase it in the terms of Parker and then you know what I'm saying?
You're
Can I
welcome to
answer in
answer.
terms of Parker?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Perfect. Yeah.
Parker, if you could switch lives with any actor,
Whoa.
why is it Vin Diesel?
Well, I'll tell you why. It's because is first I've always wished to be bald, but like naturally.
Yeah, not forced.
Yeah, I don't want to shave it. You know, that's a lot of
Yeah.
upkeep, a lot of moisturizer. Just let it all go. You know, and
You want to be able to give up.
Yeah. And I feel like, you know, I actually don't know much about Vin Diesel's personal life at all. And so I like that he keeps that distant. You know, he's a bit private. And I like that, you know. You know him from his work, his tremendous work. And then he, you know, outside of that, you know, he keeps a low profile.
He does.
I like that, you know, and I have heard he's a bit of a diva on stage. Not on stage, but on set. And I'd probably be a bit of a diva. You know, I want Evian, and I want the studio to know. I want to feel like the studio wants me.
Yeah.
You know, yeah.
What snack are you going for?
Oh, buddy.
If you're Vin Diesel on the set.
I'm Vin Diesel on the set. I'm going with Dots pretzels. Are you familiar?
No. Are they
Okay.
chocolate
Oh yeah,
covered? You know?
I know dots.
They're good. They're delicious. Yeah. They're those
I can't
twisted
speak to
pretzels.
that.
They're amazing. I'm gonna go with some Doritos Dynamite. You know,
Wait, what is that?
I've
I'm
never
not,
heard
What
of-
is that?
they're Doritos version of Takis.
What?
Do you not know about Takis?
No, we know.
I know Taki.
Yeah, Doritos does their own version, and it's just I like it a little bit better.
Are they
you
like
know?
fries? Are they like
Yeah.
cheesy fries or whatever?
No, they're like that twisted taquito shape, like how Takis are.
Totally.
Now,
You've never had a Taki
You
before.
like-
That's crazy.
I've had taquitos, you know, the ones that they're frozen.
yeah,
and
that
put
you
'em-
microwave. So it's that, but tiny and dusted with spicy.
Jeez.
Right. Yeah. So I'd want like a plate of that. I would want grapes, fresh fruit around. You know, that's good. I would also love what is it? Ferrero Rocher chocolates. You know, which I'm sure we are all.
Those
very-
suck.
Really?
That was a yeah. What's on the top of them? Is it like a nut or something?
Yeah, something.
yeah.
I'm not allergic, but I don't
But
like.
you don't like it.
I don't like
Yeah,
it.
you like a simple chocolate.
Give me a simple chalk. Yeah,
Yeah,
keep it.
yeah.
going a little
Well,
bit.
Parker,
I'm
he's a
s-
simple man. I don't know if you knew that about him.
Do
I-
what?
I said, but
He's
Parker, he's a simple man.
Yeah,
I don't know if
yeah.
you knew that about him.
I do. Yes,
It just,
I'm learning. I'm learning it about him.
And so is he. So is he.
Yeah.
We're all very proud of him.
I feel bad. Ultimately, I feel bad because I think I accidentally shit on all of your snacks, and I didn't mean
No,
to.
No, it was every
I
single
don't
one of them,
need
dude.
your
It-
approval to
this
like
was
my
great.
snacks.
I don't even think
Yeah.
I knew better. You know?
Yeah. Well, now you know.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
Parker, the thing you gotta understand here is he didn't know any better. He didn't mean
Yeah.
to offend you in every single way possible, but he did.
Yeah, and I'm not even offended.
Look what you did. Are
no,
you happy about
he-
this? You feel good? You feel like
he
a
went
big
back
man
into
on
his
campus?
shell. I don't feel like a big man. Griff, can you say something? Can you help? I'm gonna phone a friend.
You dug your bed. Now it's time to curl up in it, if you know what I mean.
Okay.
Couldn't have said it better yourself.
So Parker, you're special. What's
yeah,
the-
I
what's
think
your-
he's very special.
What was your inspiration
My inspiration to
as
do
a jokist
as a
and as a
jokist.
comedian to put this 30 minutes together? It's
Yeah.
30 minutes, right?
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah, to build it. What inspired you?
I had a lot of material of like about like being single and dating, and I had just got married, and I was like, oh, well, this material is gonna feel weird to say,
Ooh, okay.
and
Yeah.
like, you know,
It's a perfect like transition.
yeah, and like, you know, 2 years from now, 3 years from now, like to do this material will be ingenuine, and so let's just put it out. And I really liked. Do y'all remember when Comedy Central used to do like the half hour?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought
yep.
those were great. I thought they were a great introduction to the comic before you got to their hour. And I was like, I'm just gonna make one of those,
That's sick.
and then put it on YouTube,
Mhm.
and then
So,
put.
how
put it
long have
out,
you been
put it
doing
out.
comedy?
So I did it from like 2010 to 2020, and then took like a 2-year break, and then I've been back since like 2020, like the end of 2022.
Okay. All in DFW?
Yeah, all in DFW. Yeah.
Nice.
How old were you in 2010?
16. My mom
What?
used to drive me to open mics.
Dude, I thought you were like 26.
Is she hot?
No, I'm 31. I've
Oh
you
my
know, hey,
gosh.
Hey,
the apple
shout
doesn't
out.
fall far from the tree, you know.
Yeah, I have a hot mom too.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, that's sick. What's your channel called? Well, I do have more questions.
It's just gonna be like Parker Slavens. I have a channel, but right now it's like Parker Slavens, then like a bunch of numbers.
yeah.
I'm gonna have to figure out how to get rid of those numbers. I might have already done that. I can't remember, but
Matt, can
Yeah.
we repost something on YouTube? Not that we want to take away your views or anything. We want to share it.
No, yeah. There's a way. No, there's a way to share it. Yeah.
oh,
Okay.
that'd be awesome. Wow, that'd be cool. Yeah.
It goes to
No.
this different like community tab. I don't know what the like view thing is from it, but like yeah.
I don't really, you know, I'm trying to like not attach myself to views.
Yeah.
That's something that I think will be healthy. Is like it. I don't care. I put something. I worked hard on something. I put it out. I'm proud of it, and I'm gonna just. I've already started trying to like build something new. You know.
Yeah.
No point
Cool.
in like, oh, if it doesn't get 10,000 views, then I feel like I don't have value in my life, because
Hmm.
that's not where my value doesn't come from external validation. It comes
Golly,
from
that's
within.
that's
My
beautiful.
gosh.
Been doing therapy for a few years too, so
God.
not to
I
brag.
was growing up right in
Have
front
you
of our
ever
eyes.
thought of- Have you ever thought about being a monk?
Boy,
The
have
perks are fantastic.
yeah, the perks. Peace of mind, you know.
Piece
Yeah.
of ass.
Piece of ass. A few superpowers. If
Just
you
a
work hard
few.
enough. If you
Yeah,
work hard
I'm not
enough.
trying to get
Is that-
carried away.
Yeah.
Is that a Doctor Strange reference? Holy shit.
This guy does
This
like Marvel.
This guy gets it.
Yes.
Parker,
And how
along
did
the
you-
lines of your Oh, I'm sorry, Griff. Did you want to go first?
No, it's okay.
No. Are you sure?
No, you go.
How old are you, Griff?
I'm 25.
And you?
I'm 26.
Okay, yeah.
Almost 27 though.
Whoa.
Yeah. Do you have any advice
Just keep like in what?
in being 27? I've never done it before.
Oh yeah, don't die. Don't die.
Oh my
Is it,
god.
easy, is
Do.
it easier to die at 27?
That's the worst thing you could I don't think so.
Yeah. I don't think you'll die.
I I'm a little bit of a hypochondriac.
Okay.
It turns out, yeah.
Parker,
yeah.
if there's one thing you got to know about Matt, it's that he's a little bit of a hypochondriac, and he's also a little
Okay.
neurotic, but he is still a
Yeah.
simple man.
That's
So
right.
I don't want
So,
that
like,
to get twisted.
I don't know if this is a good example, but approximately 3 minutes before you arrived, I was talking to Griff, and I was like, "Am I going bald?"
Yeah, no, not at all.
Okay.
That probably should have been my answer.
Oh, so Griff took a pause, and he was like, "No." In fairness, I had just combed it back. I get the widow's peak.
It looks
that's nice.
it looks
you know,
drastically different. Like it grew back.
It grew back. But I think I want to bring this back to your name, Parker.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't know if this is going to be an uncomfortable conversation,
Yeah.
but the first time that I ever saw you on a mic, I saw the name on the sheet, and I think whoever wrote it down, they rewrote it. It was like hyenas.
Mm-hmm.
I thought your name was Parker Slavery.
That's yeah. I do believe someone has rewritten it that way. It's Slavens.
It is Slavens, everybody.
Let's be yeah.
What kind of-
and,
what kind What kind of business was your family in, you think?
that's hilarious. I do this on stage.
Do you
It's
actually?
not in the special. Yeah, where I'm like, some people, it's a bad last name to have, because some people's last name is Smith. Because their families were Smiths, and some is shoemaker, and mine's Slavens. I like to think that they ran hotels on the Underground Railroad. That's what I like to think.
That's
Your
nice.
family
Yeah.
was charging people to stay? They had no money, Parker.
Checkmate.
Well, hey, everyone's got to make it.
You're sick.
That's great. Your family was charging. I might
I used
take
to
that.
live in a
I might
live
put
in
that
a.
in my
Please
ads,
do.
Yeah.
Please do. I would be honored.
Yeah. I feel like I've done the research, and I don't know what it means, but I know that it's from like Scandinavia, like Slavinsky was, and then it changed and adapted. And I, at every family reunion, I'm like, motion to change it to Slavens, and everyone says denied, and I'm like, yeah.
I'll get him next year.
Yeah, I'll get him next year. I'll campaign. I'll get I'll move all the pieces in the right place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know what Griffin's ancestors were?
What?
Griffin's ancestors were in a band.
What's your last name?
His name's
Drum.
Griffin Drum. I'm sorry for stealing your thunder, dude.
Yeah, that's good.
Couldn't
Yeah.
wait to say it.
Yeah.
I couldn't even
I just
say
like
it. I
the
couldn't
way
even get the words out.
I just like the way you delivered it. I couldn't have
Yeah.
delivered it even close to that.
Griffin's ancestors were really into chicken legs, dude.
Hey, you shut up about that.
Hey, yeah. I'm glad, you're the first person on a podcast to ask me point blank, like, hey, what gives? With the whole last name thing. Yeah.
Oh man, yeah. The first time I was like, "Is that someone's real name?" I'm really in a different place.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
I'm from the north.
You're like, whoa.
I
Yeah.
miss home.
Yeah, I miss home. For a long time I was like, maybe I should like have a different last name.
Like go to read.
like a stage name,
Parker
Yeah.
abolitionist.
Yeah. But then I thought, well, if things do take off and it comes out, that's a harder battle. Is like the thing I tried to hide.
It's always worse.
Yeah. So it's like, you know what? Much better just write some jokes about it and
Yeah.
make everyone else the racist.
Address the
Yeah.
elephant in the room and make it everyone else's problem.
That's right. Yep.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
Those are
how do
wise
you go
words.
about doing a special?
Well, I just had been featuring for a little bit. Last year, 2024, I started featuring. I did like a bunch of feature dates on the road and locally, and then
Cool.
so I was just like, okay, yeah, I'll put together these jokes that I aren't gonna last too much longer as me, and then I'll call the club that lets people headline, that lets locals headline, which is Dallas Comedy Club. Shout out. They let you do it if you can move tickets. If you can sell tickets, they will let you headline like an off night, like the options were like Thursday at 5 p.m., Saturday at 5 p.m., or Sunday at 7. I was like, Sunday at 7, I think, is the best time. And so, and then it's all about like the one, because I knew the material was good. I was like, okay, how do I get people there? That was my biggest fear, was like, I was kind of convinced to do the big room that only holds like 155, which isn't terrible.
That's a good size room.
Yeah, but I was like, I know I can sell out the 65, 68 seater, the little room. But then I was like, well, maybe there wouldn't be enough room for like
equipment and
stuff. Yeah, camera people. And so I was like, okay, yeah, I'll do the big room. And
did you have to organize cameras and such?
Yeah, so I actually just hired the same people that did our wedding video.
Really?
They've done like a lot of cool stuff. Like they've done music videos for like
Sean K. the Snowman.
Yes, yeah. I don't know who that is.
Oh shit.
Yeah. Who is it?
Sean K. the Showman.
He's not important.
Yeah.
More of a Fort Worth guy, maybe.
Okay, yeah. And he they did it for like Group Love or something, like a successful band.
Oh, I love Group Love.
Wow.
Yeah. Like not them, but someone like them. Someone
just an
like
indie
them.
band.
Yeah, some indie band that people know about. But
that's awesome.
And then they did our wedding because they did a friend of ours' wedding, and we like just asked. And then they have done a lot of like preachers. So I was like, okay,
Like
they know
Lawson?
how to do like a guy on a stage talking.
Yeah, they can do the audio right and all that.
Yeah. And I hired a separate audio guy.
Oh,
yeah.
Just the video stuff for it too.
Yep, yeah. And I have audio equipment because I used to do a podcast.
Mhm.
So I like, either, and anything I didn't have, I rented, and just told him like, this is the equipment that we have to work with. What can we do? And he
How long did it
made
take you to plan this?
So like once I booked it in January and shot it in on March 30th. So not including
wow.
like writing and testing material, which took
Sure.
arguably 15 years. It was like that 3 months of like, just make a list and do something about it every day. Yeah. And I my first step was like, text everyone who's ever said, hey, great job. Message them on Instagram. Anyone who's ever like scroll through, find anyone who's given a compliment and be like, hey, by the way, just so you know, then text everyone who's I know personally that's been like, hey, would love to come see you, know, and like, how many tickets can I sell before the month of March? And I had sold 80 before the day of the special, and then day of it bumped up to like 117 sold.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Damn,
103
dude.
showed up. Yeah.
That's awesome.
So it was great. Yeah. And then, it was just like I paid for like Facebook ads. I don't really know how many people bought tickets from that, but, it helps. And then you like email all those like things to do in Dallas.
Yeah.
You're like, hey, here's something,
Mhm.
talk about that.
Print it, bitch.
Yeah.
So
That's sick. What a production.
I do have a couple of follow-up questions. The main
Yes.
one is, have we not been nice to you in the past?
Why do you say that?
Because
'Cause I
March
didn't
30th has come and gone, and I don't know if you know this about us, but the one thing you got to know about us is that we never miss an opportunity to be somewhere.
Oh, really?
It's literally never even been an option for us to miss somewhere if we're supposed to be there.
Dang. Yeah. And so if I would have messaged you, you would have been there.
Yes.
Dang.
I can confidently, after the fact, tell you that we would not have missed that for the world.
Yeah. Well,
Oh,
dang. I
Parker did actually tell me about it in person.
What are you nuts?
I don't know I truthfully don't know what happened.
I was
Dates
gonna
have
let you
come
off
and
the
gone.
hook, man.
No,
I was,
Parker-
yeah.
I think
Parker,
we
to
talked
give
about
you
the
a little-
podcast.
Yeah, I was like,
to give
great
you a
job
little
on the podcast.
backstory
Oh.
here.
Yeah.
He does this all the time. This is not a new thing for me. He'll get an invite
Parker-
because he's the face of our company, right? He's the one with the 3 phones. He can handle a lot
Yeah,
of calls.
Yeah, yeah, he can. Yeah.
He'll get the information and then not pass it along. I can't tell you how many fantasy football leagues I've not been able to join because Matt tells me about them after the fact.
Yeah.
Hey, that's not fair. I forgot that happened. Here's the thing. I'm the de facto face of the operation
Right.
because Griffin has played this perfectly. He
Yeah.
doesn't have an Instagram. He doesn't have a Facebook. and
Yeah.
he hasn't
Wait, what?
shared his number with anybody. It's just
That's smart. You know, that's
anybody
why I
asks
didn't
for
reach,
my number, I
reach
give them
out to
Matt's.
you. You don't even have an Instagram. Yeah.
he does run our Twitter if you ever need to get a
Oh,
message
good.
to Griff.
Yeah.
Hey,
That's good
shut
to
up
know.
about that.
Hey,
It's
shut
not
the
good to know.
fuck up
Forget
about
you heard that.
You're gonna have to forget you heard that.
Yeah.
We're
Heard
kind of
what?
we're kind of working under this like plausible deniability
Yeah,
on Twitter.
yeah.
Where it's like
Yes.
you could say anything. It's like, well, I don't know which one of the 3 said it, so I'm just gonna be mad at everybody.
Yes. That's good. Yeah. Yeah.
Woo!
So do you
funny.
feel good about the special? You enjoyed your,
I do
your
feel
time
good.
doing it?
Yeah. Yeah. So there was like, I actually had a conversation with my wife last night about like, there's this one anecdote we've been telling that I think I've started to like focus in on a little bit too much, and it started to color the experience negatively. But ultimately, it was a great experience, and it was a lot of fun. A lot of people who came out to like support, which was great. But
Well,
I
why
had
are
people
why
from
are you coloring it negatively?
I had people from my day job come, and
Oh.
they did not know how comedy shows worked.
What?
Oh.
And they were talking amongst themselves. Like after, like I had 2 people open for me, Vinny Corrales,
Yeah.
who runs Cowabunga, who we love, and Jimmy Nelson,
Yeah.
who's also a very funny guy. And they would like do a setup, and they would do that thing where they're like, oh, that's like this. You know, they start talking amongst themselves during the sub, during the punchline, like just chatting. And
Ooh.
and Jimmy was really cool because he was like, hey guys, let's keep that table talk down to a minimum, you know? And then they kept doing it, and he's like, all right, so like, you know, you
Shut
got
the fuck up.
yeah, and he said it on the 4th one, he stopped everything. It was like, shut the fuck up. There's a taping going on, for the love of God.
Oh
Like,
my God.
are you stupid? And
That's
then
clutch.
yeah. And they didn't talk too much during my set. They did it like 3 times. And during the edit, as we've been editing, I'm like, it kind of plays funny.
Mm.
And it's like real, I guess. That because it happened. But when I went out on stage, Jimmy comes off and he says, what the fuck? That lady needs to be kicked out. And I was like, who? Like, who's? I know most people here. And then
That's my mom.
yeah, he was like, never mind. And then it's like my turn to go out.
Yeah.
And I was like, fuck. And then stands
don't worry
up,
about it, you're gonna be
one
great.
of my coworkers stands up and is like, over here. We're over here.
Jesus
And I was
Christ.
like, good God, you are going. I've worked so hard to orchestrate this. I can't do it again.
Yeah.
You know, I can't do it again soon. Everyone who would come came. You know, like.
Do you think they were honestly like a little jealous? They saw the operation you were running. They saw how much effort and hard work went into it, and they were like, "Man, if he only gave half as much to his day job as he did to this."
I do think so. My manager came. He was very polite and quiet. He was not in the like group that were being causing a ruckus, and he did think that. He was like, if this guy just tried to sell printers half as hard as he tried to sell people on this show, he would be a millionaire by now. He'd own Xerox. It would be, yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. And I was like, nah, dude, I'm doing what I call an adequate job at a moderate pace.
Hell yeah,
at the day
dude.
job. Yeah. That's what you can expect from me.
If selling printers was half as fun
Yeah.
as being up on stage right now.
Yeah. Maybe I would, yeah. And then, so I just learned, like, everyone wanted it to be about them. They wanted me to talk about my day job. And I didn't talk about it at all. Because it's like, no, the act is kind of about, dating and getting married, Yeah. Kind of. There's a lot of other random stuff in there too. But that's what I learned was like, yeah, my mom was like, beforehand, she showed up and she was like in the line saying like, yeah, he's going to be doing a lot of jokes about me. And I didn't have a lot about her. And I was like, and so like everyone they like want it to be about them, but they also don't, right? They're like,
oh my God, I'm going to be so embarrassed.
Yeah,
but then,
yeah. But if you don't talk about them, they're like, what the heck, man? Like we at a company like outing after the special, they're like, he did, they're drunk again, big drinkers, and they were like, he didn't even talk about us. You didn't even talk about us at all. And I was like,
fuck you.
I wasn't gonna,
funny.
like, yeah. Yeah, dude, it was really frustrating in the moment, but ultimately the show went great. Lots, all the tech, once you get the ticket sold, then you're like, well, now what if the technology fails?
Just
what
every
if,
step of the way.
What if the cameras
Yeah.
die? What if one of the audience mics goes the whole time? What if there's something, and none of that happened.
Wow.
The only thing that kind of was a hiccup were those people.
Mhm.
And I thought about it on the way here. I was like, oh, that'd be a great, like, because I have Jimmy's video of him telling them shut up. There's a taping going. I was like, that'd be a great promo.
Yeah.
It's like,
Oh, yeah, big time.
yeah. Yeah.
That's sick.
But yeah, so.
Do you have a specific date yet in mind that's coming out yet?
Yes. Aiming for June, I think 9th, that Monday. I think a Monday's a good day because people are at home and they've got time to like watch something and
boost people's spirits at the beginning of the week.
Exactly.
Get them
Yeah.
through the week.
Yeah.
You're such a sweetheart. I wouldn't have even thought about that.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah.
I think that's probably why you have
thanks.
a special and we don't. You're
I
checking all the boxes. I'm telling you, man,
I've
now
been-
that we started
yeah.
screening these guys, this is going so smooth.
This is so much
Oh my
better.
God.
Yeah.
What took so long?
Who did you
I
have
don't
that
know.
you didn't screen and you were like,
You know how you were doing research, or you said you were doing research about the podcast?
Yeah.
Basically, everyone up until this episode has been nothing but a disappointment.
Yeah, I didn't want to listen to a guest episode. I wanted to listen to like one with y'all, with the group, because I was like, what's the dynamic?
Just 3 bubbies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. You use the
Yeah,
word
3
buppies a lot. That's what I learned.
No, that's homework right there.
Yeah. I was like, okay. And at some point I was like, who's who? Like I was like, because we're all called Buppy
Yeah.
at some point,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tubby
You do have
is
to
the-
earn that name, though.
Yeah, that's fair enough. Yeah.
And the other guests have not.
Not earned it. Yeah.
Shout out all
Matt,
those guys.
Honestly, like personally, I never had an issue with any of our guests. The fact that you would even bring it up right now, I don't hate it, but I'm just saying maybe let's kind of reel it in a little bit. We don't want to be head hunting when we have company over,
I'm here to tell you, I kind of like it. I like to know that I'm the best.
What?
The best so far. Yeah.
And Parker, I very much agree that you are the best. Again, I think once we started the screening process, I mean, you're top of that list. You're cream of the crop. But what I'm saying to Matt right now is that Bubby to Bubby, let's try and focus up this podcast a little bit. Get it back. I understand you want to talk shit about, say like a Paxton or someone like that. But I'm just saying, let's time and place,
Yeah.
I get what you're saying. I do have I have a question actually that goes. It actually perfectly goes. Have you ever been fired from a job? And I guess the follow up is it recent?
No, haven't been. I have been fired from a job, but it wasn't recent. It was in 2020.
Oh,
Was it
for no call, no show for a few days. I had a little Xanax bender, stopped answering my phone. And it was the pandemic. What was I supposed to do? Not escape?
I'm saving lives right now.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Lil Peep had just died, and I was like, "R.I.P.
That was
Me
a tough
too,
time.
dude."
Yeah, that was a tough time for everyone.
Yeah.
Thank God Lil Xan didn't go out.
Oh, thank goodness. Yeah, he's still
Jeez.
around. Yeah.
Still kicking.
Is he?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's sober-ish now.
Yeah.
That's
an
great to
interesting
hear.
name to have and be sober. Yeah.
Jeez. Work-wise, how do you be good enough at your job to thread the middle area,
Right. Yeah.
but not be so bad that you're like threatened with being fired on like an annual basis?
An annual basis. Okay. What do you do?
Pharmaceutical marketing.
Okay. So what would
But
you
he
call
does it
Would you call
really
that,
well. They just don't see his vision.
You hear that?
That's so funny.
I'm gonna bring that up at my next performance review.
Yeah. I work in sales. So is pharmaceutical marketing similar to that?
It's not sales. We're all like content side.
Okay,
like,
okay, yeah, gotcha.
Making
You're like-
slideshows.
Yep, yeah. Figma?
Figma?
That's a
I thought you were gonna hit me with Ligma or
yeah,
something.
that's a like slideshow
Oh no, just
design
PowerPoint.
software. Okay.
Pretty
Basic.
pretty
yeah.
basic.
PowerPoint. You're like, hey, these people like this drug. These people, they're this age to this age. We can attack them on TikTok.
Yeah. Except
Yeah.
we don't get to do anything on the cool like it's.
You're not the production side. Are you?
I'm like keep it moving side.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So we have like teams that do all the like cool parts of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you're like a project manager?
I'm a project manager. Yeah.
Whoa, that's a
Yeah.
good job, dude. I don't know because I've never had a job that good.
It's not. It's very misleading.
Yeah. What's great about sales is like, well, so they pay me a certain amount a year, like that's base. And once I make that back for the company, to me, it's like, what? The rest is my money,
Oh.
Like, yeah.
So like, what's the word? You're making like a percentage off of.
Yeah.
commission.
Commission.
Commission. That's
Yeah.
the word.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
like, after I sell X amount, I get, 20% commission on each one, and then the other profit goes to the company, and I've paid off what they're gonna pay me for the year, right?
Oh.
And
Wow.
and I still get that 20%, but to me it's like anything, now I'm just making extra money for the business. Ideally I double my own what they pay me, and then it's like what, and it's like a small family owned business.
That's better.
It is better because like they're chill. They don't want it to be like a weird politicky like Machiavellian type of place.
There's no
You know.
HR.
Yeah. Nope. There is no HR.
That's so
Yeah,
much better.
There's no HR.
Hey, you
they
watch your
actually,
mouth. Those people are heroes. They're like freaking
They
suck.
nurses of the workplace.
My first day, they showed me the HR, and it was a shredder. They said, "This is HR. If you have any complaints, you can put it in here."
Oh, that's
Yeah.
sick.
Yeah. So it's like it's a very low pressure workplace, which is great.
So
Yeah.
you hit the targets and that's
Yes.
and that's
You do like a quarterly meeting and then monthly like follow ups. Like, are you on track? Yes. We set goals in the quarterly meeting,
Mm.
and then every month you're like, are you going to meet those goals? You're like, yep. And then they're like, great. Yeah. And it's very collaborative with management. Yeah. And
Do
so
you get to
I guess
like wine and dine printer clients?
No. It's
No.
real like I wish that'd be great, you know.
Do you go on the golf course and set and close the deal?
Yeah, and I'm like, you like this piece of paper? Hey, look at the DPI on this, dude. It's pristine.
Top notch.
Yeah, I just
Wow.
yeah, it's a lot of like cold calling.
Mm.
Yeah. So pretty it's like open micing kinda, you know? Like you go up a lot and it doesn't go well often, and then every once in a while you get something good. But I guess my advice would be to do an adequate job at a moderate pace. And
And is that your advice for the workplace or turning 27?
The workplace.
The workplace.
For
okay.
like threading the needle of like trying to do
Okay.
stand up and like being out late at night and then like showing up. Do you get to work remote?
I work remote, yeah.
What? What are you even complaining about?
I don't know.
I have to show up.
It's all I've ever known.
Yeah.
I'm sure it gets much worse.
Yeah, they like make us come to the office. Because if we worked remote, we would never like go out in the field.
You'd never get anything done.
No, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not cold calling people if I'm at home. It sucks.
What's the meanest thing someone's ever said to you on a cold call?
Oh, it's been like I'm on the do not call list, and if you call me again, I'm gonna, they've never like, been that mean. When I sold insurance, Medicare supplements, people were a lot meaner because I was scamming them, kind of. You know, yeah. They were like, "You're a piece of shit. Get a real job." And I'm like, "This is a job. I'm."
Does your building have a roof?
Yeah.
Go up to the top and jump.
Yeah. What about you, Griffin? What do you do?
Also a project manager.
Whoa. Did y'all go to college together?
No, just high
No.
school.
Okay. But project management. Did you get like a certification in that?
No.
I've
No.
been thinking about it. I Googled it for the first time last week
Yeah.
because I'd like a little bump in the old base salary minus
Yeah.
commission.
Minus commission. But I bet it's more than my base.
Yeah, I don't have a commission structure.
Yeah.
Oh, we don't make that much.
What would
so
you do? Yeah.
I'd find a way to lose money.
I
And
thought project managers were like some of the top paying jobs in the country.
not at there's like it depends on the
Their
hierarchy
levels.
of it.
Yeah. Are y'all using AI at your job?
No.
No.
Okay, yeah.
Are you?
Are you?
I tell ChatGPT to write like every email.
That's genius.
Yeah. I'm like, I'm not gonna figure out how to say this. I'm not wasting my writing.
Yeah, that probably helps a lot. I feel like all of my writing skills recently have gone towards emails.
Yeah.
That's
'Cause
what the book reports were about.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's so
Fucking
much like that like business professional talk that's so weird and strange.
It's horrible.
Unnatural.
Yeah, it is unnatural. Yeah, but it's great to have when you're like mad and you're sending an email trying to get like a refund on something.
My
Okay.
my boss this kind of goes back to the whole HR thing. We do have an HR department, which is nice. I just don't know really what they do much because our boss called someone the other day.
Whoa.
Beep.
Thanks.
and what they and
Nothing.
what happened?
Nothing.
Yeah.
To be fair,
Well,
he said
yeah.
it in a closed door meeting that I just happened to be within earshot of.
Whoa.
And he was explaining a story to which he had said it online
right.
while
Yeah.
playing video games.
Yeah.
And he got banned for the
Sometimes it
night.
slips out. Yeah.
So I
That's
guess they
hilarious, and
kind of
that's your
did something, but it
boss.
wasn't our HR department that did it.
It was Xbox's HR department.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so I have
So I
already
take
been
it all back.
reprimanded for it, and I do not need to be double reprimanded. I have lost a whole night of Marvel Legends. And
You know about Marvel Legends?
Yeah, I have a desk job. I get on the internet.
Oh, hell yeah, dude. AI's covering the emails.
Yeah, I'm scrolling Reddit. I'm learning.
Once you get AI to start cold calling,
Yeah. Well, you know what? There's something called a offshore agent, where you can just like pay like some guy in like another country to like cold call, and I'm like, what's
For
the
you?
like yeah, or like people do this, like companies do this. I'm like, what's the ROI? If I spend like $500 a month
ooh,
of my salary, like the base, can he get me like enough good leads, and then I don't have to do that?
yeah,
You
got to pick the right country.
You do. You gotta. Yeah.
Have you looked
And then-
into
yeah.
which country do they have like statistics on like, hey,
Oh no.
these people are gonna ROI you like so much amount
Yeah.
of money.
Yeah.
India's a good one.
Hard
I have
workers.
like 4,000 rupees in my wallet, which is their currency.
Whoa. Yeah.
That's like $20.
Why'd you go to India?
For my brother's wedding.
We were
Whoa.
asking him the
Yeah.
same
Is he?
thing.
He's Indian.
No, his wife's
Okay.
I don't know what happened. It was crazy.
His wife is Indian. That's fun.
Yeah. Yeah, it was something.
Okay. Yeah.
Something
yeah.
scary. Yeah.
Something scary.
It's
Are you and your brother close?
yeah, we're close. I was the
Older
best
brother
man.
or younger brother?
Older brother.
Yeah. How much older?
8 years?
8 years. Whoa.
Yeah.
That's the gap between me and my brother.
No, are you the older or
What?
younger?
I'm older. Yeah.
Jeez.
And he was my my best man as well.
No way, dude.
Yep,
Like
yeah.
the same family.
We might as well be the
Holy
same family.
wow.
Holy
dude.
shit. That's a good
Wait, Parker,
screening.
Yeah.
Parker, are your sisters hot?
That's a hard question to answer. They're beautiful.
Well, if you show them to me, I can answer it for you.
Yeah, you're gonna have to do independent research on that one.
Okay.
You're going to
Okay.
have to make an Instagram.
Yeah. You'll have to make an Instagram and
If you
find them. And then you'll have to request to follow them because they all have it on private because they're Christian ladies.
That's good.
Yeah.
If they get a
Smart.
message request from a Griffin chicken
Yeah.
legs with no followers,
Yeah. And
they're
her,
going to be in trouble.
I think her husband's like 6'4" and a rancher, and so
Oh,
you'll have to deal with that.
yeah.
Do you mean that? Like he'd handle me?
Well, he might have to handle you. You might have to go back
Oh,
to
boy.
gay A after that.
Yeah, once an addict, always an addict. That's what they tell
Oh,
me.
hey, yeah.
I'm just one
Jeez.
good-looking 6'4" rancher away from a relapse.
And then, yeah, my eyes are rolling in the back of my head again, and I just can't get enough.
Yeah.
Parker.
Great. Next question that segues perfectly. Yeah.
Exactly. Would you ever go to space?
Like how Katy Perry did.
No, real space.
I'm thinking real shit.
Real
I'm like,
space?
would you go to Jupiter?
like through the firmament.
Yes. Hey, I know this. I know you believe in the firmament from my research.
That's good. That's real
Yeah.
good.
That's real good. That is real research right there.
Yeah, I'd go. I'd orbit, but I don't think I'd go to Jupiter, But I'd go hang out.
Mm.
It depends, like if they made it more comfy.
Yeah, it's kind of gassy. Kinda
It's not very
smelly.
comfy yet,
No.
Yeah, no.
Are you talking like space travel or the planet?
Space travel? If
Space
space travel
travel,
was a
okay.
bit like more first
Jupiter-
class, I'd
Jupiter
probably
wasn't
do
the
it.
limiting factor there. It's the traveling portion of it.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, Jupiter is a gas giant, and so I don't know how easy it would be to visit. And it's also, from what I believe, like through the firmament, not real.
Yeah, it's just a sticker that they have hanging up on there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so
astral projection.
I'd
Oh, it's
actually
really
really
far
like
away.
to go beyond the ice wall. To
Good
those
luck.
other. Yeah. Do you know what?
Good
Do you know
luck.
about this?
What's the ice wall?
Come, Matt. Dude, have you ever
I'm-
seen the map that's hanging in the freaking UN, dude? That's the real
Yeah.
map of our world.
I have not. I'm gonna lose my shit.
Yeah.
All right. In,
But
in
here's the
clip,
thing:
in
there are
post, we'll put it
openings,
up.
and you can go beyond it, and then there
You
are
can.
other worlds. Yeah.
The multiverse.
But you know how if you kayak too close to Duck Island, Matt, and the Coast Guard comes up and says, "Hey, don't do that. You're too close to the birds." It's like that, but you're surrounded by ice. And
That example doesn't really resonate with me because I've never gotten in trouble going to Duck Island. Have you?
We've all kayaked out to Duck Island before, and the Coast Guard came up to us and said, "Hey, you guys can't be on this island. It's duck roosting season."
Oh, I must have suppressed that memory.
It's happened to all
It
of
was
us.
traumatic.
Yeah. It
Yeah.
happened to you too?
Go to Duck Island,
Yeah.
Coast Guard right away.
Oh, Goose Island. That
Now,
one we
Goose
can go
Island.
to.
That one's
That
free
one
and
is
clear.
where I am king, where I learned the goose dance, and well,
The Goose
the rest
King.
I'll leave to your imagination.
Golly.
I wouldn't
This
do
guy was
that.
having
Mine is
fun.
very active.
This guy was having fun over there. That does answer the follow-up question, which would have been, would you live there
Yeah,
in Jupiter?
yeah, no, I'd go there to retire.
I'm not going to space if it's like, like
no,
get in the plane. Let's figure this out. You
little
know,
gradual,
Gentle
yeah, not
slope. Yeah.
yeah. I agree with you. Yeah, yes,
they just don't think.
yeah. Those rocket scientists just don't think enough. I get what you're saying. They're not in on his vision.
Yeah.
You know, yeah.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
yeah,
Thank you.
yeah.
Project manager Matt. What did you want to ask another question, Griff?
How tall are you, Parker?
5'11", but I have scoliosis, so I would be like 6'1". So I'm not like bitter about it or anything.
Sure. Why would you be? No, 5'11" is a very respectable height. We're both
Yeah.
5'10" if we're in our tall shoes.
Oh, that's good.
I'm wearing them today.
Yeah. I got tall shoes too. Yeah, that I'm like, oh, these are the
Yeah,
good
you don't
ones,
freaking need them, though.
Yeah, Parker, we're gonna need to ask a favor, and it's a big favor,
Yeah,
honestly.
yeah.
You need to stop saying you're 5'11"
Okay.
immediately.
Why?
It doesn't exist, Parker.
I've
if you
heard.
say you're 5'11" and we stand next to you, we're gonna look like a bunch of idiots, Parker. Idiots.
Yeah. I have I've heard that if a man says he's 5'11", he's not, you know.
No one even there.
It's not real.
Nobody says 5'9" and nobody says 5'11". You're either 6 foot or you're 5'10".
That's crazy.
Don't bring it. Don't not the license. It can't be on the license. Oh,
5'11".
What did it say? What did it say?
it said 5'11". He can't show it on camera to you because you'll steal his identity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I always thought it was a flex to be honest about it.
What?
It
You're being
it is
honest
when,
to women?
Yeah, I wanted to marry that one, you know? I had to
She
yeah,
knows you're 5'11"? You told her?
I did.
No, you're right. It is a flex. If you are 5'11" and you say it, they believe you.
Yeah. It's like that's like a real that's a flex, you know? I'm a honest person. If you're 5'11" and you say you're 6 foot and then people find out you're 5'11", guess what? We know
Who's
you're
going to
insecure
find
now,
out?
and we'll find out.
You're
Have
gonna
you not
s-
seen those videos? The people are like, I'm 6'2", and then they like pull out a tape measure and they're like, let's find out. And they're like 5'8", and you're like, what?
It
That's
happens more than you
crazy.
think too. You know, like
Yeah.
gas stations often have like a tape measurer like on the door where it's like
yeah,
you stay
yeah.
next to it, and it's usually off by a couple inches. I swear, but it's crazy.
Yeah, this isn't standard. This is
This isn't regulation, please.
this is so you can tell the height from the angle of the camera.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's actually probably pretty true.
Yeah.
That was a
So-
very smart thing that you just said. I'm sticking with that now.
Yeah.
It took me a second. That is definitely what it is.
So they can, you know,
They got you.
get the height of the perp who,
Yeah.
you know, decided they'd, I guess, hold up the gas station.
Have you ever held up a gas station?
Okay, yeah, like once, but it's not how. Not.
But it
how
was just a
sounds.
quick Zanny bender. Couple of
Quick
days.
Xanny bender, you know, and I was like, "Give me the Xanax," and they're like, "We don't have any more a gas station." I was like, "Meh." And then I just it was a starter gun, so it's not a crime.
Yeah.
Right?
It was
Yeah.
like
Yeah, it was your
in
first gun.
Zombies.
Yeah, it's yeah.
It's like the Call of Duty pistol in the first round of Zombies. You're
Or
not
when you
doing
get
anything with that.
revived in Fortnite and they give you that little baby pistol.
Yeah.
Yeah, or like at the beginning of a race.
Yeah. Oh, with the
When you pull out a
Yeah.
gun.
with the
Yeah,
that's what
yeah.
you meant. That's what
That's hilarious. Yeah. That's what I meant by starter gun. not my first gun.
I didn't know if there was a rule about that. It's like first it's
it's like your first one. That
I'm a
you
first
get.
time offender.
It's the Fisher Price gun. I can't tell if that was
I think
genuine or if it was a bit.
no, I
but-
think it was genuine.
Who's to
It-
say?
because it was
Who's
for
to
me,
say,
and so I'm
yeah.
assuming it was for you.
Yeah, we're usually on the same page, Parker. If you got to know one thing about us, it's that we're always on the same page.
We won't miss out on the opportunity to misunderstand something.
That's good.
That is
That's
correct.
Good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so, anyway, yeah, only one.
Only one. So, have you ever been to jail?
No, not yet. Yeah,
Not yet.
I'd like to avoid that my whole life, actually, if I could avoid going to jail. Have you ever been to jail?
No.
No.
Have you,
Mm-mm.
Griff?
Yeah.
Not
Nope.
yet.
Yeah, I think most likely to go to jail would probably be like a DUI or something. But I haven't been caught yet. So
And you're
As
getting
long
so
as you're
good at it.
driving your first car. Or, sorry, your
yeah,
starter
yeah,
car,
yeah,
you
yeah,
should be
yeah.
good.
Your starter car, then it's all good. Yeah. It's that red one with the yellow top, you know.
They get you. They're like, yo, you son of a bitch, we almost had you.
Yeah. Yeah. That's so funny. Yeah.
So, Parker, what is next on your list? What else do you
what?
want to accomplish? Are you thinking about new special in a certain amount of time? Just taking it easy?
Yeah, I have like somewhat of the ambitious goal, not of a new special in this amount of time, but like have a new act that I'm willing that like I could potentially film is like 18 months, you know?
Oh, shit.
Not too fast. I think the 12 months is a little too fast to like put out a new thing,
Yeah.
but it's like, yeah, 18 months. And I like the 30-minute format a lot, you
Mhm.
know, because it's like people aren't watching an hour anymore. You know, it's
Yep.
very rare unless you get picked up on like Netflix or something. And even then people turn it off early.
Mm.
And so I'm like, yeah. And then I have a web series idea, or like I have a script that I could work on and make better and then make.
Fuck yeah, dude.
That's
and
sick.
then yeah, I have a few things cooking, and I just don't know which one to be like, and this is the one to do next, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's sick.
What is a web series?
It's like a narrative that is told through videos online.
Okay. So it's like a TV
Yeah.
show?
Yeah, kind of.
But on the
It's
computer.
yeah, but on the computer. Yeah.
Is
On
it
YouTube?
fiction?
It'd be on YouTube. Yeah, it'd be
YouTube.
fiction. Yeah.
Okay.
So one of them is like it's a dying radio show that hosts an advice column segment, but like week after week, the same people call in and we find out about their like story arc that they're going
Ooh.
through. Yeah. And so it would be like, you know, you'd have to put it together and
Mm.
like watch every episode, but you know,
Cool.
it'd be hard to make and something to be proud of, you know?
Yeah.
And then another one is like, you know, those like couple vloggers that like go on fun vacations and they're all so cool. And I thought it'd be really fun to do that, but us be like like characters that are dysfunctional and like
Ooh.
clownish. Like we're always like losing things and like forgetting stuff. And do you
Oh.
remember Mr. Bean?
Yeah.
Yes. He never
know the
talks.
Bean Man.
He's just got
never
the facial
talks.
expression.
Yeah, but he's always like, you know, like trying to catch a piece of paper in the wind or something, and it's just going terribly.
Yeah.
I would want to do like a vlog with like bits like that. That could be
Uh-huh.
fun. Yeah.
That's awesome. Got things cooking.
Cooking up, you know? Yeah. Yeah.
Yes,
My
sir.
wife does Theatrical Clown,
Mm.
which is like,
Does she do the whole costume and stuff?
she'll put like dots,
Uh-huh.
you know, and like little triangles.
Is that like a clown with a degree? What is theatrical clown?
It's like so you do like you're really silly but you also it has like weird random hits of like raw emotion. And so one of her bits that she
Interesting.
does is she's a magician's assistant and she's waiting for the magician to get there, but the show has started. And so she's like, well, I'm just going to start doing his tricks. And
I love
and so
that.
she starts to do it like, you know, we'll pick a card and then she's like dropping the cards and then she gets like a phone call and it's from like the police and it's like it's her husband's the magician and he's been in a car accident. And she's like, oh, okay, well, and then like you can see her get a little sadder and but she's like powering through and there's like he's always said the show must go on. And so and she's a good actress, so it's like really like you're like, oh my.
Yeah.
Like,
You get more invested as an audience.
yeah.
As
And then she gets another call. And it's like he's he's in the hospital. They're operating. And then she's like, oh. And she like tells you what she hears, and then at the end it's like, he's dead, and she like breaks down sobbing. And
Is this your cord?
yeah. Is this your cord? Yeah. And it's hilarious to me and to anyone prepared for it. But if you're not, you're like, my God, what am I witnessing? Yeah.
She said, I'm not fully speechless. There's a couple of words.
Yeah.
I love that. So how do we get her on?
Yeah. She just did Paxton's. She came on Paxton's with me.
Oh, really?
That works out great for us. What we've been trying to do is follow his lead on everything. And so if she's been on Paxton's show, she's good enough for us. That guy's great at what he does.
Yeah, well, you should definitely like watch it, and you'll get like the vibe, like, oh, she's like clearly the funniest person in this room. Yeah.
The room with yeah, for sure.
Yeah. 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 Everyone who watched it was like, I think she broke everyone. Like,
That's awesome.
yeah. They weren't prepared. And so yeah, would love to have her on.
Yeah,
Okay, well
yeah.
the pitch to her, if she is interested, she would be our starter lady.
Whoa, our starter
Yeah.
lady.
That's not true.
Yes, it is. We've never had a
Who
No,
lady
else?
on.
the library bar.
That
when we
wasn't
did the live
that wasn't
show?
at like that was a live show.
Oh, we never had a planned starter lady, I guess.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. I forget what the second thing was, but I would be excited to have her on.
Yeah.
Starter lady. Oh, we would be, if a pitch to her, we would be prepared.
Okay, yeah. I'd let her know. Like, they would be prepared. They might ask you if you were at the Diddy parties or not, but
We love magic. Can you tell her we love magic?
Yeah.
Wait, is it magic?
Yeah.
Yes, it's magic.
Yes.
I didn't know
Love
if it was the
magic.
clown thing or
Parker,
She
do you
does
believe
the
in
clown
magic?
thing. Yeah. Do I believe in magic?
Yeah.
I do believe in magic. Yeah.
Have you seen the Polar Express when have you seen the Polar Express?
Yes. Yeah.
You know when he has the bell and he's like, I do believe
Yeah.
I believe.
Yeah. I believe.
magic.
Yes. Have you seen that? Like, it's like where people have re-edited the Polar Express to be like just a like very terrible, trippy, scary movie,
No.
and they host viewing parties of it.
What?
Yeah.
Who?
It's
I
scary,
don't know.
Griff.
Artists.
We're
you
not
know.
gonna want to watch it. It's
I don't.
too scary.
I don't think that would. I like the hot chocolate. Did they keep the hot chocolate song?
I think they did. Yeah.
Oh, okay. That might not be so bad.
Yeah. Well, I'd
Tom
look
Hanks
into
is
it.
still gonna be there though.
Is that right?
I like
Tom
that.
Hanks is going to be there.
I do think Tom Hanks is still.
Right,
in
I
it.
will
Yeah,
not
like
be seeing that movie.
I'll put it in with Barnes and Noble, yeah. I think I like y'all's commitment to not liking scary movies.
Mm.
Because I was always made fun of not liking scary
yeah.
movies. And I was like, well, I can separate the art from the terror and learn to tolerate scary movies. And no, I shouldn't have done that.
No.
I should have just stayed firm and been like, no, scary movies are scary. And I don't like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
There's enough going on up here for me to be scared about. I don't need additional thoughts.
Agreed. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't need to see Terrifier 2.
It doesn't
Oh.
go away. The movie ends.
And yet,
And yet
the fear remains.
Yeah.
Yeah.
our apartment was also haunted. The one that we lived across the street.
Whoa.
Yeah, we both saw a ghost lady on the same day.
On the same day.
in different
The same
locations.
Day, Parker.
That's crazy. What day was it?
It was a Sunday.
It
Do you
was a
remember the
Sunday.
date?
It was we did an episode like 2 days later or something, so we
Okay.
could do the math on it. But
Yeah. It would be that day -2.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I woke up and I opened my eyes and she was right next to my bed, and I was like, "Holy shit!"
Lady
that's
in
weird.
white.
Lady in white.
Whoa.
And then I went to church. I was
Mhm.
already planning on it, and I literally opened my eyes. She was right there. I was like, well, "That's weird."
That's no good. Yeah.
And
Better go
then
to church.
and then Griff, you saw her like 2 hours later.
In the parking
Right.
garage.
Wow.
She was in my rearview mirror.
Whoa.
Like behind my car. I was driving up the little ramp.
We didn't say what she was wearing either before as we were talking about it, and then it came up, and we were like, "Holy shit!"
Oh, this is real. Yeah.
We
Y'all
also had
both
a
single
haunted
guys?
basketball hoop. Well, we would communicate
Oh.
with the ghost.
by accident.
Yeah, it
We had-
was a by accident thing. We
Well,
didn't
tell
mean
me
to
more.
do it.
Yeah. So what happened was we had this mini basketball hoop, and we'd be shooting. And have you heard the phrase like "make it, take it" and all that stuff? Like,
Mm-mm.
or not make it, take it. Like,
Yeah,
ball
make it,
never
take it.
lies. Ball
No.
never lies is the one that like.
Oh,
if
yeah,
you
that's
say
true.
something, if the ball goes in, then it's true.
Okay.
We took
yeah.
that very literally. We
Yeah.
ask a lot of questions,
Okay.
and
yeah.
we kind of
And to give you some just
Personalized.
a little bit more context in like if there's like a bad foul call in the game of
Mhm.
basketball and then the player goes up and shoots the ball and he misses it, a lot of times people will say, "Oh, ball never lies," as in that wasn't a foul. The refs are just handing
Wow.
out little pieces of candy.
Gotcha. Yeah.
So after about a year of playing this little game, all of a sudden it like popped into my head. I was like, I wonder if the hoop has a name. And then it like felt this like weird energy.
The
You
room
felt
shifted.
something-
Yeah.
The room shifted, and I got the ball. Griff passed the ball to me, and I felt this. And I was really far away. I was
Yeah,
like
He was
20
really
feet away.
Yeah, he was
It's a
like
small
really
hoop.
far.
And I picked the ball. I was like, I know this is going in. And I shot it, and it just swished. And then we
Wow.
both got chills. And we're like, we're not playing for a while.
What was the hoop's name? Did you ever? You weren't
we
like,
get
does
to-
it start with an A?
No,
Does it start
we-
with a J? Yeah.
We took a
Oh,
couple
the-
months off after that.
Yeah.
The important context too, Griff, is the person you met from our building who got locked out on the balcony. all the time.
yes.
You want to tell that
Yeah.
story? So it is haunted.
Yeah, so we had a neighbor, and this information, I have talked to this neighbor separately after this, and he told me, and he confirmed what my suspicions were. But I had this
Okay.
Uber driver. She picked me up from our apartment, and she said, "Whoa, I was actually just here last week picking up a guy from this exact apartment complex." And I was like, "No way, that's cool." And she started telling me about him, and I was going up to the airport, and we hit some traffic, so she was giving extraneous details. And we were talking about him, and long story short, he was out on his balcony, and he does have dogs, but they're like really, really little dogs. They would never in a million
Yeah.
years be able to jump up and lock him out. And he was up on the balcony, door slams shut behind him and locks. And he was also visited by a lady in white, and it was not the only time that his door had maintenance was basically on standby. It would happen, I don't know, maybe once a month, But like that's a lot of times to be happening to one boy.
I mean, yeah. So he clearly lived in the apartment the lady in white lived in, and maybe she was unhappy.
Yeah,
that-
so she'd come and visit us. Sit in
We
on
put
our
a
podcast
smile. Yeah, we put a
episodes.
smile on her face.
She was intrigued by the
Yeah.
boys. She was like, "And what is this? You know,
But there's
who
no
are they talking to? What?
so
you know?
scary.
How? What era did she look like she was from?"
Antebellum.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. The antebellum
100%.
South. Yeah.
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 Oh, but to get locked down on the balcony, there's no way to unlock the door from
Right.
that.
Yeah.
So he's just like stuck. Didn't he need like the fire department one time or something?
He had the fire department come once, and then the office kept doing it for him.
Whoa. That's crazy. So anytime he'd go out on the balcony, she was like, "And stay out."
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
That's wild. Yeah. Whoa. I've lived in a haunted apartment as well. I never saw a figure, but there was like a coffee cup on like my desk, and it just went like and I would talk to the ghost, and my girlfriend at the time was there, and she saw that as well, and we just kind of ignored it. We were like, nah, no need to bring that up, no need to bring that
No
into
need to
reality.
Delve into that one.
Yeah. And there were a few other instances where I was like, if there's a ghost in here, turn the lights on and off, and then
Got
it did.
moose
And I was like,
bumps.
that's
Jeez.
crazy. Hate that.
I'm gonna
you
throw
know?
up, dude.
Yeah. So you said you went to church. What denomination?
Catholic.
Yeah.
That's
That's the one with the ghosts.
shout out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With the most ghosts.
We believe in a lot of ghosts.
Yeah.
Well, that's because they have so
crazy.
many skeletons in their closet.
Hey, you watch it, buddy.
Yeah.
We're starting anew.
Yeah. There's a new guy
Yeah.
from Chicago.
That's
yeah.
sick, dude.
Yeah.
First pope that speaks English.
Yeah. Really?
Yeah.
Whoa. Hashtag America, dude.
But then his
this
first
is our
spe-
year.
His first speech was in Italian or Latin or something. Was like, damn it. Stop showing off.
The first one has to be,
Yeah.
makes sense.
It's his starter speech.
The starter speech. Yeah. Your starter ghost is
Jeez.
I actually was a part of a ghost hunting show.
What?
What?
It never saw the light of day. We went to 3 locations, and the idea was like, oh, we're comedians visiting these haunted places, and we're gonna tell jokes to the ghosts and listen to like the e-meter and stuff. Do y'all know Paul Smith?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, he's actually talked about this before.
Yeah.
I feel like I've
I haven't
talked
seen
to
him in a
him
while,
about
but
it.
yeah, we did talk to him about it, right? At Hyenas.
Yeah.
He we did it. We have tons of footage. We just never like got down and like edited it into like a real thing.
Mm.
And so we just went to one of the places was like in East Texas, and we stayed the night in a haunted hotel.
Fuck that.
Yeah, and then
Dude, it's like you don't love horror movies because they're not realistic enough. Like, I gotta be boots on the ground.
well, I didn't believe in it, I was a skeptic, and especially when it's like kind of a tourist trappy thing.
Yeah.
But then we
Yeah.
went to one that was the most haunted place in Texas, and
Oh
certainly
my
the guy
God.
who runs it, I was like, oh, so this guy's like, this is the person I'm most worried about killing me. is this guy?
He's got a reputation.
Yeah. He lives in a RV outside of the most haunted place in Texas, and people get married there and shit, and like stay the night. But
Did you get married
we-
there?
no. Yeah.
Where did you
my-
guys get married?
We got married in Austin.
Oh.
Yeah, at the Omni Barton Creek hotel.
Oh,
resort.
yeah.
It was great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That sounds
Beautiful.
exceptional.
Yeah.
Wow.
But
I
it was
love
very
love.
scary. Yeah. And we were all too afraid to ever go anywhere alone, though.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I was like, I feel like the only way we're gonna get real ghost stuff happening is like if we go into a room and commit to being alone for 15 minutes.
Oh my God.
And I said that, and everyone was like, fuck that shit, dude. And I was like, yeah, okay, good. I'm glad, at least I said it. At least I said the thing to get us the best content.
Yeah.
And we all agreed we're not doing that. Yeah. Yeah.
Did you guys like get any of those readings that?
Yeah.
did
Yeah.
it
Yeah.
pop
I've
off the
got a
screen?
video of what seems to be an entity running past a doorway.
Oh gosh.
That's crazy,
I'll
dude.
show you the video.
I want to see
Please
it.
do not.
This is the thing. It's like we have varying levels here. Like I've had relationships. You know what? No, I'm not going to say that part. I will watch it, and then I will be very scared. That's the.
I want you to
difference.
tell me: is it a shadow or is it a real video?
Oh my god.
If I can even find it.
Griff, what's the scariest movie you've seen, you think? Like, what really shook your boots?
That's a good question.
Shrek 3.
Exorcism of Emily Rose I saw at a young age.
Whoa.
Holy
Yeah.
fuck, yeah.
That turned me off of scary movies too.
Yeah,
Did you watch that at Kevin's house?
I sure did. And then his
Oh
dad
my
came around to the basement doors and went bang, 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 bang. And I said, okay.
Classic
that'll
dad.
That'll be the last time I do this kind of thing.
Yeah. Okay, so I'll go ahead and call my parents. Let me go home.
Yeah. I will never be watching one of those again.
Oh, this is a video. Okay. But at 17 seconds.
Oh, fuck, wait, all the way up and
Yeah,
all right, one more time.
yeah. It's all the way in that door. You see it?
Yeah. There's like a weird it goes to shadow and then it stops.
Yeah. Yeah.
Matt, what's the final word here? Are we thinking it was a ghost?
Or shadow.
If nobody in real life was walking right there, then that's a ghost. Because why else would there be a shadow that just goes across the doorway?
Yeah.
It's
For
just
no reason.
Oh, I'm
Just
getting ghost
swipes
mumps
across it.
again.
Yeah. But then there were the guy would send us footage and he'd be like, listen to this. It's clearly him on a voice modulator going
kill you.
welcome to hell. And you're like, okay.
Come on, Paul.
I can hear your voice,
He was trying to put a fast one by you.
Yeah, yeah. And then before we left, he anointed us with oil that he bought on Amazon.
Was it holy oil?
Yeah. From the
Oh,
Vatican.
Yeah. That's sick. That'll do it.
They sell
So
oil
you're-
too?
Yeah, and water and yeah.
I didn't know about the holy oil. I think I only knew about the holy water.
Oh yeah.
They got it. Yeah, they got a recipe.
Yeah. And he did a whole little thing where it's do not follow these men out. I did get into a car accident that next day.
Fuck that, dude.
So
Do not
What?
follow.
yeah.
He's trying to
freaked
hoard
me
all the
out.
ghosts.
Right, yeah. He wants the ghost there because I think that's his living. We had
Yeah.
to pay to go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you have to pay extra to bring in camera equipment?
I don't think so.
That's nice of him.
That looked like a legit setup too. Like that looked like camera wise.
Yeah.
That looked like a horror movie.
Yeah, I think every square foot is on camera. And if you look up I think it's Wichita Falls, Texas.
Mhm.
Yeah. And And I'm like, what kind of weirdos come here? You know? And like to
I think there's a
spend the
military
night.
base up there too.
Do what?
I think there's a military base up there.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Anyway, didn't mean to scare y'all, but
No, it's okay.
yeah.
Yeah, no, we'll
Next
be
question.
we'll be fine.
Yeah.
We're big boys. We can handle ourselves.
Yeah.
Just fall asleep on the phone tonight. You know?
Are you still there? What
Yeah.
happened?
Wait, did you fall asleep? Hey, Griffin!
The last couple times that we played Xbox, we've been playing with Jay. We've been playing Fortnite. He'll go down and then he'll fall asleep.
Yeah,
And you're like, bring him
yeah.
back, and he just
He
He's
texted
just
us
there.
this morning. We played last night, and he texted us this morning that he fell asleep on the mic. We said, "Yeah, we know.
Yeah, we
understood
know.
what happened.
How late are y'all staying up playing Fortnite?
It
We
was
were done by 11:30 last night.
Yeah, he just has to get up early.
Oh, I was like, that's pretty early.
Yeah.
I was up way late last night watching Righteous Gemstones.
Oh, hell yeah.
We just started we just finished the second season.
Mhm.
And like those last 3 episodes, you're like one cliffhanger after the next. Like, get me.
They make you want to keep it going.
Yeah.
What's it about?
It's about like a mega church, like family run mega church.
Mm-hmm.
And so there's like the patriarch, that's the preacher that started a small church that built it up to this. And it showcases like the corruption and, you know, kind of
The
not
weird shit.
the not great ways of like those weird mega churches.
Mm-hmm. Is Jack Black in that show? Or
Maybe
Adam Devine.
Adam Devine is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
fuck
Yeah.
And,
And,
Danny McBride,
Danny McBride's in
That's
it.
right.
I think
that
Is
other
it
guy from White
John-
Lotus.
yeah. That guy's great.
Oh, yeah, he's been all over the place.
Walton Goggins.
Yeah.
Yes,
He's
yeah.
having a little moment. Yeah.
Jeez, I didn't watch that last night. I watched Silver Linings Playbook.
Whoa.
if you guys watched
I've
that.
seen
Movie.
it. Yeah.
I watched it last night. It's such a good movie.
It's a great movie. Yeah.
Yeah.
Bradley Cooper's a maniac.
Yep. Bradley Cooper. That I think that was an
Jennifer Lawrence.
Oscar win for J Law. Yeah.
Really?
Yep.
Yeah,
She
she was a
acted the hell out of
crazy bitch in that.
She was so hot in that, dude.
Yeah. You're attracted to crazy girls? Is
I hope
that-
not. I don't know.
I don't
think
know,
so.
man. I like that movie though a lot, and I watch it at night. I watch it late at night.
I did. I watched it till 2 in the morning.
Yeah.
You freak.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't know what it is about this film.
Oh, and Chris Tucker's in it too. He sneaks
he?
out of the hospital and gets brought back. Yeah. He's the
Yeah.
friend that helps him with the dancing too.
There's
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah.
American Hustle is another movie by that same director. It's pretty good.
Oh shit.
yeah.
That's the one with Amy.
What's that one about?
Amy
Yep,
and
yep,
Jennifer Lawrence.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Christian Bale.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, I've only seen a couple scenes from that movie.
Yeah. On TikTok. or
I'm not
something.
too
Yeah.
familiar.
It came out
He's
probably 2012, maybe
Yeah.
2014.
He's got a great that director's had a just run of hits. You know. Yeah. Don't know his name though.
Who's on a heater? Shout out that guy.
Shout out that guy.
Well, what else we got? Do you have any more questions, Griff? I got a couple of random ones.
Yeah, go with the random ones.
Yeah.
Would you ever donate a kidney?
Maybe.
Yeah.
If my brother needed it, yeah.
Oh, what about if one of your sisters needed it?
Yeah, maybe. Bigger maybe, yeah.
Griff, would you donate a kidney to one of Parker's
his
sisters
sisters?
if they needed it?
What type? What blood type are you?
Be positive.
That's why I tell myself in the mirror every day.
Likewise, what are your blood types?
I don't remember.
O negative, universal donor. So
No
anyone can get
hoo-ha.
this. Yeah.
I think I'm O positive. I think
I
that's
took one
universal
look at you,
receiver.
Parker,
that's
and
right.
I said that guy's a giver. And I
Yep.
just know it.
Yeah. I am
you
an organ
donate
donor on my
regularly?
license, which I heard was
Oh, yeah, you don't want to do that.
yeah, because someone will kill me for my organs and
Yeah.
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 Although your organs are haunted, so that's
So
gotcha, bitch.
also, yeah, not super healthy. So
Mm.
you probably don't even want them. You know.
That would be a good thing
This-
to tell them, on your deathbed.
Like, hey, no, listen, these aren't good organs. These are
I'm
bad
dying
this,
here.
this,
Yeah.
this kidney had Xanax.
ones. Yeah. This liver is the enzymes are high, dude.
Jeez. This is kind of a throwback question. Griff and I have had a long conversation about, would you ever buy a zoo?
Yes. Would I buy a zoo? Animals included, I presume.
Animals
Yeah,
included.
at least initially it comes with a couple. It's like a starter pack.
Your starter zoo, yeah. I think. I mean,
be
yeah,
honest here.
yeah. At some point in my life, I'd buy a zoo.
And you're going to keep the animals.
Yeah.
We had a different idea.
Yeah, we did.
We were going to buy the zoo and fire all the animals.
Fire them.
Yeah.
Yeah, let them go. With
Did-
severance, no severance.
No, we're going to have
Yeah.
them work at Blockbuster, actually.
That's hilarious. Yeah, that's great. Cause those
Yeah,
are still around.
it's not
and-
like we would fire them all together. It would be more like a restructuring.
Right. Yeah. We wouldn't. Yeah, you wouldn't want to like do it all at once. You know.
Right, a lot of change isn't good for an
yeah.
animal.
No, it's not. Not even us as humans.
But they needed a
Uh,
little bit of a shakeup. I mean,
Yeah.
their zoo was for sale.
yeah. So not doing too hot.
Not
know?
doing too hot.
I always
Parker.
thought like having an adult day at the zoo where like where you get to watch like the lion eat like a live gazelle or something.
Oh.
Yeah.
I didn't think that's what you meant when you said adult day.
Oh, you meant like sex stuff?
No, I thought you
Oh.
meant that there was going to be a bunch of people in the zoo. behind the-
Oh, yeah, like humans. Yeah.
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 Yeah, I thought it was going to be a human zoo.
That could be funny, from
Yeah.
around the world, and just.
What?
Well, I think we're talking to the right man here.
All the follow-up questions are awful. What kind is that?
Yeah. Read the plaque. You'll know.
He's Irish.
Yeah. You make him dress up like a leprechaun, and it's
Yeah.
truly what my family heritage used to do was run these zoos. No.
Turn the zoo into a hotel.
Yeah. I'd buy a zoo and I'd just befriend the animals, I'd feed them. I assume I've got zoo buy-in money in this scenario.
Is this
I'm
like-
doing pretty good.
Is it like Mr. Popper's Penguins, kinda?
Whoa.
Yeah.
Or would it be
Uh,
like a mashup of Mr. Popper's Penguins and Mr. Megorium's Wonder Emporium?
Yes.
That's the
the
kinda zoo I'd wanna
Imaginarium
run.
of Dr. Panassus.
Oh. Who's Dr. Parnassus?
This is Heath Ledger's final film. Yeah.
Not The Dark Knight?
Nope. Yeah, it came out after that.
That's a real misnomer.
Yeah.
What does he do in it?
It's not great. It's
He just
we should assume that The Dark Knight's his last movie. I think it was one of those ones where they like had a bunch of footage of him that like for a movie they like cut. They went dead, and then they're like, let's just make it anyway. like everyone likes him now. We'll make that movie. Yeah.
We don't really have enough, but we'll make it
Yeah.
stitch it together.
But
It's like Paul
yeah.
Walker in Fast and Furious 6.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
That's the first time they ever really pulled that off, I feel like.
It is. Yeah. That
Yeah.
the deep fake. Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah. Wow. Any
wanna
other
hit-
questions?
I
Oh, yeah,
I
do you have
don't
any
have
other
one. I was gonna do a thank you type of thing.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, yes,
perfect.
please.
Yes.
Well, if you have other questions, I don't want to step on your toes.
No, that's it's
Well,
Parker, if there's
you got
one
one
thing you
more?
got to know about us,
have-
it's that we have a real give and take relationship.
I have
He
one question, but
takes
you
and I
really
give.
Yeah.
O positive, O
That's
negative.
Such a funny like dad thing to say. That's good.
It didn't really come up, so it's going to sound out of context. But do you think Sydney Sweeney's a good actress?
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah. Her in Euphoria,
Mm.
when she was like crying about wanting to be in a play about cows or something, or Indiana.
That meme when she's crying in the bathroom.
Yeah,
she's like,
yeah,
"Oh."
yeah. That's good. You know,
It's always like,
that's. I believe that's a person on their like breaking point. You know.
yeah.
Yeah.
You're, like trying to smile. There's so many like compilations of like the most recent one I saw was like her boyfriend's in the shower singing like the new Kanye song.
Yeah, yeah.
Ridiculous.
Yeah, I feel
which
like
song is
that's a
that?
great. I think she maybe has phoned it in a few times since like that her big pop, you know.
Yeah.
And yeah, you know, sure, get your money, girl,
Do you think?
get your money right. But yeah, that was great. I thought.
But they
she was
say
great in
before
Euphoria.
you can get your money right, you have to get your mind right. And if she's phoning it in,
that's not having your mind right, you
I
know.
don't think so.
Did you just
gotta
you
want it.
just went from a Kanye reference to a Logic reference so
Whoa.
seamlessly?
Yeah.
Are you thinking you're gonna bring your podcast back at some point?
I've thought about like starting a new podcast every week for a year. Because there's something funny to me is like I know so many people like that I started with who've started like 8 podcasts. Me being one of them.
Yeah.
You know, I was in a D&D podcast that did 1 episode and never.
Oh,
we
I think I
never-
saw that when
Never met again. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember seeing the stuff for it on
Yeah,
like
yeah.
Facebook. Yeah.
And then there was another one that like I did with people who talked about video games, and I was just like their like friend that didn't know about video games, and yeah, I just think it'd be funny to like start a new podcast
Mhm.
every week for a year.
Hey, you just got to pick one and
I do
get,
like the idea.
Get
And
going.
And just do it. Yeah. Yeah.
Now, would you do like a compilation at the end of the year?
For sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And they'd all be like findable on one place. I thought it'd be the funniest way to do it is like start a new YouTube channel, a new email, a new logo, and like, you know, really like do it. And then be like,
Ooh.
well, that one didn't work. No one watched that one. So we'll start over.
Do it
and
over
do it
again.
again until it's successful.
Yeah.
And then I was like, man, that's just a lot of work.
It is a
I'd
lot
have
of
to
work.
do like the first 20 and then start putting them out. But yeah.
And that's
Yeah.
20 weeks.
Yeah. 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 It's not
That's a
even
lot of
halfway.
time. Yeah.
20 Robbins. Sorry.
Love that guy.
Yeah, that guy's sick.
I get a lot of ads on YouTube from that guy.
Are you going to go to one of his conferences?
I mean, if these ads keep doing their work, I just might. Yeah.
I'm going to go there and learn something.
Yeah, learn about how to love myself.
Yeah.
Parker,
Well,
do
Yes.
do you have
you
anything else?
need us to? We could also help out with that if you ever needed like a self-love thing. We could. I'm not making any promises, but we could see what we could do.
I mean, you could give it a go now.
Yeah.
Parker, you are the smartest, most beautiful, most handsomest boy that we have ever screened and had on our show. And I just want to thank you from the bottom of our hearts, our minds, and our butts, all of which are huge, by the way. Thank you for coming on today. It was an absolute pleasure getting to know you more. I wish you nothing but the success of the future and your future, and I look forward to watch. Can I watch the special?
Yeah, I'll send it to you, or I'll send it to your Twitter. The Twitter.
That would
I'll
be
send it
wonderful,
the-
actually.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's my
Yeah,
primary mode
yeah.
of communication.
Yes. Yeah. Perfect. I'll send it over, and then
What I really like about you, Parker, you play very well.
yeah.
Yeah, this was
Yes.
fun. I enjoyed this.
I had a great time. You know, this was fun.
Just
Thanks
push-
for having me on.
Of course. And we're going to have to do this again sometime.
Yeah,
dude.
of course. Yes.
Just pushing 3 hours like it's nothing. Dude.
Happy to pop my
Like a
pop my
blink.
Comedy Virgin cherry.
Oh,
know?
dude.
Yeah.
Can you believe that?
We're his
Before us.
TCV starter.
Yes.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, thanks again. Yeah, this was great.
Do you have anything else that you want to say? Do you have any dates or anything?
I mean, yeah, I'll be at Dallas Comedy Club at the end of June. So
If you get a poster for that, let us know.
yeah, for sure.
We'll put
Yeah,
it in
yeah.
before-
I definitely will. That's
Yes.
awesome. Yeah.
Well, this has been another episode of the Comedy Virgins podcast. Everybody, have a beautiful rest of your day.
Bye, everybody.
Slutty
Mwah. Bye, Colby. Mwah.
Mwah. Mwah.